Yeah, is it just you? Yeah, I would say Farsight. Well, actually, yeah, I would say, are there any not? Yeah, like so Trev or anybody else, if you wanted to. Yeah, so yeah, Trev confirmed he can do multiple messages. Wait, is just Farsight? I mean, hold on. Is that even a thing you can do in Twitch? Are you allowed to apply slow mo to just one person? I don't even think that's a thing. Is it just Twitch? I don't know of anything happening on my end. That's fucking wild. Oh no, he's in jail. So yeah, I don't think there's anything I've done on my end. I'm kind of curious. Can I bring up my own mod view to see? Yeah, so let me go to my own dashboard. Because I've never heard of this before. It'd be extremely funny if Farsight, if you had somehow unknowingly, like, I don't know, done something, or maybe not even in the stream specifically. Yeah, there's no mod actions that have taken place recently. There's no mod actions that show up. I have no idea. It's very funny, Farsight, but I'll confess I have no clue. I've never heard of a user being put into like artificial slow mode before, other than an entire channel having their chat set to slow mode. So that's completely new. That's fucking wild, dude. Oh man. I live my life in slow mode, is what the doctors say. Well, and as I get older, it's only happening, man. Show the screenshot. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I see. Hold on. Let me look at the stream on my end. Just make sure I don't see that. Let me look at it on my actual browser page, just to make sure I see what you see. Load the chat. Yeah, so I definitely don't see it. Yeah, I definitely don't see it. Whereas in that window... Yeah, here, I'll show you. I'll show everyone else. So there we go. You see it's got the slow mode thing, and it even says you can chat in 26 seconds. I'm so sorry, Farsight. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I really did. I've never heard of this happening. If it's a glitch on Twitch's end, and I would believe it if it was, then it'll be resolved. I mean, you could even, if you haven't already tried it, you could try like closing the window and reopening. But I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know of any like thing that would have happened. Usually, if like something went down, if you got dinged for something, if you received some kind of warning, they would let you know. They wouldn't just punish you with no warning. I mean, there is such thing. I guess there is such thing as shadow banning, but I think that's more of a. I think that's only like in select instances, and I don't think that happens as often nowadays, honestly. The whole shadow banning thing, as much of a meme as it was, I think that's like a less common practice. We got that. All right, we are all set. Hoisted by our own petards. Did that allow it to work, Farsight? Because if so, then we're all set. But yeah, if not, like I said, that's completely bananas. That is completely bananas, man. I think we're all set on the multi-stream. What's up, Meerkat? Good to see you, buddy. We got Gamertech. What's up, Gamertech? Oh, is it fixed now, Farsight? Yeah, like ban evasion. Yeah, there are certain things that I think, like very case-specific things that I think are like more likely to get you shadow banned. And for a while there was like certain activities where, I don't know, like not even gambling, but like certain activities that were, you know, against the TOS, where it was like Twitch took it upon themselves to like remove people from certain algorithmic recommendations without letting them know. Like, though usually it's more on the streamer side is the thing. Usually it's more on the streamer side. I don't know if I've heard of chatters getting shadow banned. But, I mean, I can't pretend to know. It's Twitch and your wife. That's extremely bizarre. But if it's good now, Farsight, then we'll take it. Then we will take it. Otherwise, friends, I'm going to go and hit the go button on this last piece, and then I think we're all set. All right, friends. Division 2. Can you believe it? Alex playing a normie game. Holy shnikes. Can you fucking believe it? So, let's go ahead and hit the finish button, see what happens here. All right, so we got a couple options here. Got a couple options here. And yeah, we have the multi-stream going, so we're all set. So welcome to Division 2. This is my first time playing this game. My first time playing this series. Just to full disclosure, I did get a review key for this one, so just to make sure that everybody knows what's up, I did partner with Ubisoft to bring this stream to your eyeballs. And it's pretty neat. They've been they've been pretty nice to me lately. Again, they hooked me up with that Rayman 30th anniversary key. We got the Assassin's Creed stuff as well, so it's nice that they've been giving me all these cool things to try out, and I'm excited because I legitimately have been curious about this series. Never did play the first one, but we're playing the second one. Of course, I've never played this one before, so we will just jump into what they recommend, just the standard campaign. I think these are things. Well, yeah, this says it's DLC. I guess they're both DLC. Oh, you could skip the main campaign and just go right to level 30. I guess like if you wanted to play with the homies, wanted to play with your friends, that kind of thing. And skip like kind of that starting kind of experience. So the classic Division 2 experience. So it's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm grateful that Ubisoft were able to hook me up through the Ubisoft partner program for a review key for this cool game. And even though I never played the first one, I don't think you need to have experienced the first one, like story-wise, to be able to follow things. I think it's one of those you can jump in fairly easily. And I am excited, even though I don't do a ton of the like looter shooter kinds of games, or I guess this is more of an extraction shooter, really. I'm excited to see what it's all about. Also, I love the pink hair. All right, select a body type, or I could just randomize. Just randomize a bit. I'll go body type. There we go. So I could do just like a random fella. I could just randomize until I find a dude that I identify with, that just feels like it speaks to me. I think what I'll do is I mean, that's pretty powerful. So let's say body type, yes. I'm not gonna spend a million hours in this because let's be real, it's a Ubisoft game. They usually have pretty, yeah, I was gonna say very pale. I'm a pale fella, so let's go with very pale. Ubisoft games tend to be like pretty high fidelity as far as character creator tools and just nice presentation, very well polished. How do I make myself very short? How do I make myself really short? I don't know if I really want to do all this kind of meandering, but I want to make myself very pale. There we go. So that's like dark pale. That's like pale. I would say I'm about pale. Like almost as much as it goes, honestly. Oh, that sounds about right. That feels about right. Eyeballs. I got them like kind of hazily boys. Yeah, these kind of like hazily boys. I'm a hazel fella. Warhammer games are Norma games now. You're probably not wrong, Farsight. You're probably not wrong. There was a point in time where Warhammer games were pretty out there, but nowadays it's kind of normalized a bit. So now Warhammer games are a little bit more accepted. I have a swoosh, but not as proud of a swoosh. That's a pretty proud swoosh. Do you have like a thinning hairline swoosh? That's kind of a thinning hairline swoosh. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's a very generous swoosh, though. It's like that's me like 10 years ago swoosh. Back when I was at the height of my game. And then, okay, I mean I could just be all grays. That's me in like 10 years or 3. Let's be real. Yeah. So if we're going for a young, more virile Alex, he'll be like kind of dark brown. Unless there was like a, I guess that kind of works. It's too light. I mean, I like how the curtains match the drapes, by the way. That makes me happy to see. That makes me happy that it's just instant, like, yeah, we gotta match these puppies. Almost like a green. Green, yeah. We'll go with, like, that's like piss yellow. We'll just go with brown. Make it nice and easy. And now the most important part, beard. Now that beard's a little bit more of a ZZ Top than me. A little bit more of a ZZ Top than me. What's up, Dino Gamer? Got this game on sale for a bit, though. Yeah, I did see the game is on sale as well. It's like, yeah, $3 or $4 right now. Like, not bad at all. But it is a very large game. It is a very large game. Looks like it's that or, like, the goatee. It's gonna be that one. Markings. Oh, on my face, can I have... Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Can I turn your head and cough? Cool scar. Little something. I'll be a fresh-faced, clean little baby. Clean baby. Can I get Sag Maroon? Well, I mean, to that point, the skin tone slider doesn't include a purple, unfortunately. He needs the purple. He needs the purple for it to be a proper Sag Maroon experience. You'd have like war paint. Yeah, fucking badass, bro. Oh, wait, if there was one that was all purple, if there was a purple war paint, then I would change gears. Then I would consider changing gears. Like how when the tattoo first loads in, it looks like a very unpleasant bruise. Looks like a very unpleasant and prominent bruise, so it's like, oh god, is this man okay? I'll be a fresh-faced baby. I'll be a fresh-faced baby with nothing on me. You can see my calves. Oh gosh, so scandalous. Any cool hat? We'll probably unlock some cool hats eventually. Cool sunglasses, bro. Getting to have like the fucking go into like a pool party shades. Go with that for now. Boop, boop. And have a red shirt. And then that one and that one. Yeah, I'm guessing you'll eventually get some cool cosmetic deals. Go with that one. And then Pantalinos. Is there a Speedo option? Tactical, not, I was gonna say if there was a tactical jorts option. Actually, that's kind of a tactical jorts option, kinda tactical jorts. That's pretty good. I think that probably matches, but let's go with that one. Choosies, what kind of kicks we got? I kinda like those, that's good. And then, that one, I suppose. Not like I have a ton of options. So there we go. Just Giga Hobbit. He's very like, if I were to do anything to make it look like more like my face, for one thing, it's like a very like serious face. Like my face isn't very serious. Is there a like a sillier or just older looking face I could give this guy real quick? That's okay. That's kind of silly. That's kind of silly. Silly and or older. This looks a lot like Sam from Super Guitar Brothers, guy I met from MagFest many moons ago. So I would say, out of all these dudes, without like min-maxing the head customization, that's probably, I guess that's, I mean, he's nice and pale still. Could he be older looking? Good enough. Good enough. I would say that's less like serious, like, I'm a serious man. Serious man McGee. Now the question is, so if I toggle body type, will this show what I would look like as a lady? There it is. Oh no, it messed everything up. Okay, actually no, I think it just changed one thing. So, but that's what I would look like as a lady. Now you know. That's what I would look like as a lady. So memorize that for your own personal situations. All right, so we can quickly get back. I was hoping it would just be like a real quick rotato potato. I think all it changed was the, yeah, skin tone, the face, and the beard color. Oh, and the eye. It also changed the eyes for some reason. Or hair color, that is, not beard color. What did we say? This one. What? Oh, I didn't confirm. Boop, boop, boop. There, we're all set. Now we Gucci. Gotta hold it. We gotta hold that shit. Think we're good. There we go. That's me, all right, apparently. It's like a Proud Boy beard. Oh dear God, I don't want to be associated with those guys.
In the morning, we expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived.
Accidental association.
When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark. We survived.
Probably a little bit loud. I'll turn it down a little bit here.
When the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived.
Oh, my Midwestern pride. Corn, baby.
But there are also those who build nothing, create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
Who can save us then?
You give them the afro again. The afro was fun for a moment, but truly just a moment. The end game's pretty wild. Oh, like story-wise or concept-wise? Should I go with the, oh yeah, the capris? I thought about the capris for a second. Tactical jorts. Oh, I forgot about that, Grim. I tried to forget, at least.
Incoming alert on the SHD emergency channel. Flash priority.
The base of operations is under.
That's right, Grim. We call it the old quick rotato potato, all right. With the brotato.
Immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance.
I'm gonna guess we'll have a tutorial of sorts. There he is. John Super Hobbit. Because the protagonist in a video game has to be John, apparently. Gun. Now, the one downside, I couldn't choose a slider to make myself short, which was upsetting. So, first things first. Settings. Audio. Not too bad right now. I'm just gonna, like, kneecap it a bit. Just a wee bit. Yeah, proximity chat, as you can imagine. Now, I don't know if it's always going, if it's always on. Or if there's push to talk. There is push to talk. Okay, I was gonna say, because I don't want, like, my chatting with you guys to spill over into proximity chat, because they don't need to hear my tomfoolery. Mouse sensitivity is I'll leave it for now, but we might need to mess with things as we get into it. Just kind of briefly kind of going over some of the stuff. Parkour mode during gameplay. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I guess I can hold up. It'll tell me. Sprinting during gameplay. Well, I mean, I'm always playing the game during gameplay. What do you mean? Well, I'll leave it as default for now. I'll leave this as default for now. Graphics, I would say that's fine. VSync is on. And limit to 60 frame per... Good. And apply. Yes. Okay, I can hear my GPU screaming less, which is good. And not that it was screaming, but I could hear it. It was like whirring for sure. Making less noise. Everything else is fine, probably. Some things are medium. It's fine. I don't care. Defaults are good. Video, full screen, blah, blah, blah. 144 hertz is fine. You guys probably won't notice the difference, and I don't know if I'll notice it too much either. Key mapping. I'm not gonna remember all these by default, so I'll just look over some of them real quickly. Yeah, fire weapon, climb is control, space is use cover. They'll probably like walk us through some of these if this is like kind of a built-in tutorial. Tab for zoom in and melee is a little bit weird. Usually I do like Z for zoom in, but yeah, there's a lot of controls. Actually, not as many as I was expecting. Not as many as I was expecting. So we'll leave the default for now then. Metric, yes. I mean, I'm a fan of Imperial for temperature units, but metric for basically everything else. But yeah, gun to my head, I would probably prefer to stick with metric. That's all well and good. Yeah. Like I said, I don't need to like go through every little tidbit. Mystic Lights. Oh, I wonder if there's any sort of... There probably wouldn't be like any Twitch integration. At least not from the get-go, at least. Okay. Realism mode. The answer is yes, apparently. Everything's realistic. I guess if you wanted less of certain things. Okay, cool. Cool. Did they give me a gun? They apparently did, yeah. Right. You have to, like, do so manually? That makes sense. Yeah, doing it manually probably is what I would more prefer. Could you measure in bananas and football fields? I would if I could, Grim. Which is, well, I mean, as you know, you've probably heard this. If you're not from America, you've probably heard that an acre is about a football field. So, funny you mentioned measuring things in football fields, since we measure land in acres a lot of the time. An acre's about a football field. So, yeah, honestly, football field as a unit of measurement is a thing we do. At least in certain ways. Not so much like distance, but in like areas at least. An area of real estate, of land. How many hamburgers per... Now we're talking, baby. That's right, bud. That's right. All right, so we got to head to the White House, apparently. That's where we're going. Mouse sensitivity feels a little bit high. I'm going to lower the sense just a smidge. Oh, do I get other fun things to dress myself up with? Can I cosplay with other fun things? Not yet. Not yet. We got to find the goods. Or we can go to the store, because there is a store, obviously. Now, I already have some premium credits, which is nice. I'm going to hold off, though, just because we're still pretty early on. Before I go too nutty. Before I go too nutty with these things. It would be under controls. Yes. Mouse sensitivity. Let's lower it just, like, by a smidge. Just a smidge. Yo, what's up, Carito? This is I love to hate this game. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious to see what it's gonna be all about. I haven't even like watched this game much. I've not played it before. Sometimes I'll be in a situation where I'll be like, well, I've not played the game, but I've like seen it a little bit. Let's climb up, I see. So yeah, this is one where it's like I've never even really seen the game. Of course, I remember seeing the trailers back in the day. Always thought it looked pretty sick. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's something that I don't do a lot of the PvP kind of stuff, so I wouldn't really have much interest in, yeah, going super aggro with, like, you know, fighting other players, that kind of shit. But just the open worldness and, like, doing missions and exploring. I am kind of a sucker for some good exploration in games like this. But here we go. Our first loot opportunity. Oh, baby. Oh, shnikes. So, and the world building aspect is interesting. So if I'm not mistaken, the whole thing that brought about this division was like a super virus that went nutty, and unfortunately this game came out, what was it, 2019, 2018, something like that. I know the first one was 10 years ago, but this one's not that old, so I think it was pre-COVID. I think premium credits is just for cosmetics, right, and eventually I might be curious about the cosmetics since we already have some premium cosmetics already. I don't know how. I'm guessing you just start with some just by virtue of, or maybe the event that's happening kind of gave us some as a starter. 160 monuments, that's pretty impressive. I wonder how accurate that is, by the way. 6 million Americans in the DC metro area. Oh dear. Oh dear. Of course, you know, again, lots of like environmental storytelling to see what's going on here. I'm gonna guess I kind of wade through. Here we go. Is there anything I can loot here? Nope. I want to look for like extra secrets and extra like cool things. At the same time, though, this is just the intro, so we'll probably take things one step at a time at least. You got to go into the dark zones for the PvP. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping the PvP stuff would be like fairly obvious once we get into it. And we might need to do some of it depending on, you know, what the story kind of wants us to do. Take things one step at a time here. And as always, I should just give the every so often caveat that I did get a review key for this game. We do include the hashtags Ubisoft partner and an ad in the Twitch title, the stream title, by the way. So just make sure everyone knows what's up. I did get this through Ubisoft, through their Ubisoft partner program. I'm gonna guess the red means not nice. They want me to come here. They seem like they're not nice. They're beating up some person. I just start firing. I'm gonna light them up. Light them up, baby. Oh no, that's control is okay. I'm gonna switch those. What was it? Space to? Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna switch those because in my mind, space means jump and control means duck. I'm gonna switch those right now because that will continue fucking me up. Where it's like, time to duck, jumps over the cover. No, not that one. It would be key mapping. There we go. So just go climb. How do I select? Oh, key mapping. Climb. Do you have to double click? Oh, there we go. No, not left click. Don't do that. No. Reset. Yes. Space. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so climb for that one, and then control for that one. It's a, there we go, there we go. You have to, like, it's really, if you double click, it kind of jumps in front of you, and assigns the left mouse click. You have to, like, click a second time in a weird spacing, or weird time, but there we go, we got it. So use cover. That makes a lot more sense to me. It got showcased. It did Fahrenheit. I remember when it got showcased, and I remember people in the chat back in the day when, you know, these kinds of things are being streamed. I remember the chat was kind of like goofing on the game a little bit. Is there a giant? Why are there like? Is this for me? Do I? How do I open this? How do I open my present? Then I guess it's just decorative. There's a whole bunch of them, aren't there? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. But I remember during that trailer, people were kind of dogging on the game a little bit because it, of course, very heavily featured the multiplayer aspect of the game. And the way that the players were interacting with each other was very, very much like, hello, fellow gamers. It was a lot of, like, kind of gamer speak that I'm gonna guess I can't loot these guys. Or it's like, it felt a little forced and a little bit artificial. So I remember people were kind of dogging on that a little bit. But I'll admit the game did look sick, even though people were kind of goofing on the trailer a little bit. Is it from the deluxe edition? I don't think the review key includes the deluxe edition. I think it was just the standard edition. Although I guess I didn't look necessarily. Oh wait, restock? I was gonna say I just want to take the stuff. I don't want to stock anything. I want to stock myself with the goods. Every so often, it's worth kind of keeping an eye out for things that might be lootable. And also, I'm guessing the little red triangle we saw earlier points out hostiles. Bad dudes you know are bad dudes. So it's like, I don't have to, like, wait to see. I can just, like, light their asses up and see what happens. This is one of those games where a headshot is not enough. Nope. Someone else. Oh, maybe he just popped off a little bit. Yeah, some games is like, you know, you get one lucky headshot and they're out of there. Is there something else? Something somewhere. I'm gonna a little bit closer because he can see me. I can't really. I mean, I could just fire blindly and just kind of hope for the best. My little SMG. Oh, actually, no. I guess it's an assault rifle. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
I've got eyes on a division.
This is clear. I think we're all set.
Toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down.
Yeah, the showcase looked pretty sick. Yeah, I remember just the gameplay looks solid. And it feels good so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm experiencing.
All government personnel. The White House is under attack. This is not a drill. Repeat.
That's not bad, right? Oh, here we go. Now I can loot this. Knee pads. Loot all. I don't think I have knee pads. Can I equip? Compare. I have awkward knee pads. These are knee pads, level 2. Better armor. Yeah. I would say let's go. Yeah, loot it. And then as you find things, yeah, killing enemies, right. You can drop stuff, all about that. So, here we go. Exhausted equipment. So exhausted, I'm guessing, means... Wait, seems to prioritize protections instead of the knees. Okay. Yeah, that's the good stuff. It's better armor. Let's go for it, baby. Mark as deconstruct. How do I say yes? Maybe I have to de-equip this one first. Oh, here we go. Right click. There we go. Maybe? Equip. Uh-oh. Maybe I have to de-equip this one first. I wonder how it's supposed to go. Yeah, red means kill them dead, exactly. Yeah, it's an AR. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's an assault rifle we started with. Oh, it means you have to be level 2. That's why it's red. I thought it meant, like, this is the level of the gear. I see what you mean. You gotta get to the level to match it. I'm probably getting ahead of myself a little bit. I think I'm jumping into things before the game is, like, teaching me things, obviously. We do have a second... Yeah, level 1. We do have a second gun, by the way. So that one is more of a long-range kind of deal. We have grenades. Oh, I probably screwed this up because I was supposed to kill these guys with grenades first. So, let's see. So we have infinite pistol ammo. That's kind of cool. This is more of a long-range kind of deal. Oh, it's got a scope? Dude, now we're cooking. So I should have used this to take out that one guy from far away. Pretty cool. Yeah, this feels great so far. The game feels really good. Really good. I mean, we're still in the intro, obviously, so I'm still in baby mode. The babiest of baby modes. It's always a bummer. It's like in a situation like this, like, bro, they were taking out fire, like firemen. Like, dude, like I understand, like certain first response individuals can cause problems. You know, there have been issues where the police have like fucked things up a lot. But it's like firemen, like when did firemen ever fuck shit up, bro? It's like come the fuck on, man. It seems unnecessary. I do see things are happening. And I'm gonna guess that those are fireworks and they're just having a big party right now. Just one big party. And they need me to bring some party supplies. Need me to bring some punch. So, oh, I'm gonna guess that is a that's just more fireworks. That's or someone ripped a fat cloud from their vape, and I'm probably to avoid this. Probably to avoid the fat vape cloud. Switch to your secondary weapon. My secondary weapon's gonna help when it comes to getting through the vape cloud. I'm just gonna go around. Can I jump in the water? There we go. Caritas says I play the shit out of this game. Yeah, it's pretty cool. See, these guys are... Some of them are bad. Actually, I think all of them are bad. Popping them off one after the other. Got a lever action. They say, what the fuck? Oh, that's satisfying. It didn't kill the shit out of him, but it made him sad. Oh, nope, that killed the shit out of him. He's fucking dead, yep. Are you evil? I think that's a good guy. Oh, I think it's not hit scan, by the way. Oh, I fucking domed him. Boop. Can I poke your little head out? He's poking his little head out. Boop. Hold on, guys. Time out. I gotta reload. Okay, time back in. That's nice of them to wait. Is that gonna reach him? Maybe. There we go. Didn't quite dome him. Hold on. Is that something explosive? No, it wasn't. I got excited. That was something explosive. There's a lot of like little shinies that are dropping. Everyone dead? Call out if you're dead, or if you're not dead, I guess. I like this long rifle. This thing's great. Yeah, it's a really good weapon. I like it a lot. It took out the news crew, bro. Come on. Well, maybe somebody ripped too fat of a vape cloud and the fucking party got out of hand. It happens, man. It happens. Well, I like that long rifle. That thing's great. I'm just gonna grab all the goods. Looks like so you auto loot, like, I guess just currency or bullets. I suppose. Maybe bullets or currency. I like that it calls out with like that vertical column when you find something cool. You don't have to like scrounge and be like, oh shit, what about this thing? What about this thing? It just kind of calls out when there's something on the ground. The lootable containers, those seem like they're a little bit trickier to notice. So that'll take some time to kind of be able to pick up on. The smoke doesn't hurt. Oh, okay. I just assumed it was like a pain vape cloud, not a funny haha vape cloud. These guys are chill. Maybe that's what the green mean. The green means like, hey, I'm nice. Nothing else around here? Nope. Lots of barbed wire. I'm not gonna attempt to like walk into the barbed wire to see if it hurts me. Yeah. Just gotta go right. You gotta go for the headshot. Depends on the gear. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Alright, guys. I single-handedly saved the day. No need to thank me. Contain your erections, fellas. I know. We're pretty cool, but we just saved the day. NBD. I'm basically president now. It's the base of operations because now we're the boss. Yep. They said, wow, the way you killed those fellas. Welcome. Now you are super president. I'm sorry all your bros are dead. Well, he's not dead. He's got an owie on his leg, but he'll be fine. And now we're in a non-combat zone. Well, this guy didn't get the hint. We're in a non-combat zone. This guy's just ready to roll. Also, why are you looking that way? The bad guy's over here. Someone should tell this person. Yeah, that guy up there gets it. What kind of gun do you have? That's like a badass like LMG. Hell yeah, baby. The president's still alive. Well, that's great news. I know. Low hanging fruit. I couldn't help it. I'm gonna look around for a little bit. I never get distracted in these open world games with like side quests and shit. I've never had that happen before. Getting distracted by like the world building and background details and shit like that. I've never gotten distracted. I've never gotten distracted in a video game in my life, much less an open world one. Side quest? Ooh. Collect and play. Well, not, let's get ahead of ourselves here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Items in my mailbox, you say? Tell me more. Mailbox, you say? Hey, listen, if I'm showing my mailbox on stream, and it might have to be a different kind of stream, a different kind of stream experience. Oh, not that kind of mailbox, sorry. And like, where the mailbox might be located, all jokes aside. I'm guessing maybe social? Maybe not. Maybe I have to, like, get a little bit further before we can get into it. Yeah, Augusta knew exactly where I was going. It's like my box, you say. Oh. Box is kind of an antiquated term. You don't really hear, like, box and relating to, like, oh, a little something, something. Like, that's kind of an older terminology. It's not a side quest? Oh, I got excited. I've heard that there's, like, side quests and, like, side thing. I mean, it's a Ubisoft game. It's an open world Ubisoft game, so there's, you know, collectibles and things to find out and about. There's going to be some of that regardless. Gonna guess that's like a decontaminant, those UV lights.
You should check in with Manny, our coordinator. Upstairs in the blue.
I'm sorry, everyone's got owies.
Ever need help with your tech? Co-op denizen. I love playing co-op.
Coordinator. Maybe it's Coop. Probably short for Cooper, but it's more fun to think his name is cooperative. Everyone's got their owies. Everyone's got injuries. I mean, by the time this game begins, everything's a little bit fucked. That's kind of what I've gathered. Yeah, it's like, again, since it gave me the little pop-up in the bottom left, I was like, oh, maybe there's something that I'm missing, but I'm gonna guess we have to, like, unlock things before we get too ahead, too into it.
There you are.
All jokes aside, I do enjoy kind of, like, drinking in the environment in games like this. There's a lot to do and see and take in, and oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare you there, lady. And there's, of course, the temptation to just turn my brain off and follow the little indicator prompts and just fucking roll with it, and that's it. But I don't know, I kind of like exploring and kind of breathing in the world building. Like, you know, the developers in games like this tend to work pretty hard to make it feel immersive in that sense, so I try to like give it a fair shake. Do not cut lines. Oh, this is sickbay. Oh, this is where all the, yeah, I was gonna say, if this is all about where, like, a virus has taken over and caused some shenanigans, then, well, that's relevant, unfortunately. Yeah, lots of stuff to do and see, for sure. Oh, I passed where the mailbox is. I figure they'll probably point it out to me. Let's get through the intro. But yeah, I figure there's probably stuff I've missed. Been a hot minute since you played the beginning, Carricho. I'm liking it so far.
Is you. Welcome to DC.
I thought they were playing Dungeons and Dragons. I got excited.
I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions, and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilians,
and everyone's being on their best behavior, right?
All this
everyone's being good bros and homies.
They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the division network went dark. That's Kelso.
Oh, I loved that 70s show.
One of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them.
Oh, are we the sheriff?
There's a new sheriff in town.
Town ain't big enough for the two of us, Pilgrim.
By the way, Agent, head downstairs and check in.
Does he know? I absolutely don't.
Set up with some division tech.
I'm gonna need the edge. Oh, I'm the lord of edging, bro. I'm the lord of the edge, bro. I'm the lord of edging. Nobody quote me on that. It's really good until you hit the higher tier. I mean, knowing me, I will stream this, of course, tonight, and I would like to come back to it in the future. But knowing me, I will. This is one that I'll, like, after tonight, we'll kind of table it for future stream shenanigans. Liking what I'm seeing so far. Talk to the fella. Hello, fella. Open menu.
Hey there. Up for learning?
Yes, I'm talking to you, aka opening the menu for you. Yeah, does he know? Well, so the one thing is, in my mind, I was thinking, well, if I play the second one without playing the first one, it's probably not a huge deal. And I think it is. I think it's probably not a huge deal. But I also think there absolutely are story things that I'm completely unaware of. They were talking about, well, blah, 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 since the division has fallen, this person, he name drop a bunch of people. I'm guessing if I would have played the first one, I probably would, like, pick up on the significance of certain things and certain people being mentioned. So no, there's plenty I don't know for sure. So either we leveled up or we just got our first skill. And they really want me to take the drone, so I'll take the drone. And I'll say skill unlock. Yep. Use the thingy. Details. Skill unlocks. Do I have to hold it? Unlock. There we go. Gotta hold it. There we go. A lot of games do this nowadays. Just spend something to make sure you don't, like, misclick something by accident. Make sure you're really committed to something. Make it the Q slot, please. Make it the Q slot because it's a QT. It's got a gun. Hell yeah. Very, very solid snaky. With like all that gear that guy's got in the image there. So there are other variants you can unlock by spending SHD tech. Something I'm guessing you gain as you do quests and go along the game here. Check the mailbox. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Caricho. They won't show you? That is helpful. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up. And Caricho, I feel like I should preemptively apologize, or anybody else that knows this game. I'm sure I will play this game like a dumbass. I won't mean to, but I will play this like a slow, lumbering old man. So apologies if I'm extremely dumb and very slow and because remember I turned 37 like a week ago. My old ass can only my old bones can only do so much nowadays. But I do enjoy this a lot. I do enjoy this a lot. So I appreciate you guys popping and hanging with us as we explore a game that's been around for a while and a series that's been around for 10 years, which is kind of nutty, honestly. Take the stash. Mega Map. I love that guy. I like when he fights Dr. Wily. Hostile factions. Here, here, and here. Ah, 3 strongholds. Okay. Weaken the factions and make them sad. You fucking got it, bro. You fucking got it, man. Caricho says, I know everything, bro. Caricho says, I got the goods, baby. Settlements. Right. Those are the guys we want to help out. So there's a civilian militia. Very good. So yes, so we're like some sort of like federal agent, I'm guessing. Obviously, we're working directly with the White House. Whereas the militia, they're, I guess, at least if they're not decentralized, they're at least on their own. We gotta help their ass out. So gotta go with the settlement theater. That's me. Look how big we are. We tower over the White House. We tower over the White House. I'm 30. That's right. Well, thank you, Karich. That's very generous of you to say. I will say this much. The webcam's a little bit far away, so you can't see the crow's feet. You can't see the grays in my beard. You can't see the wrinkles. And you definitely can't see the thinning on the top of my head. That thinning hairline, man, it's creeping. It do be creeping up. Accessing the expansion. Right, we heard about that. There's expansion stuff, which I don't want to mess with just yet. The waypoint, which is neat. And they say, hey, if you want to, bloop, set the waypoint. What do they say? F? In the tutorial, at least. E? Oh, okay, so it already set it for me, I see. By clicking it, it sets the waypoint. That's kind of neat. Cool. So now we can see where we're overall heading towards. But thank you, Kareet. That's sweet of you to say. Now, it's always nice when folks pop in to a game that's a little bit older like this, that they know really well, and they're willing to hang out while I play a game that is older, and I'm experiencing it for the first time, and I appreciate your patience with knowing that I'm a slow little shitter. I'm a slow little shitter, and I enjoy these kinds of things a lot. But I know it can be frustrating. You know, you're watching a game you know really well, and it's like, fuck, this guy's such a dingus. He's playing like an idiot. He's doing all the wrong things. So I know it can be annoying sometimes, but I appreciate folks popping and hanging out with us. Strapping young lad, Augusta. That's right. Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to think if I did anything special for my 30s. Actually, or when I turned 30. And actually, I remember I didn't stream on my 30th birthday because I had the flu on my 30th birthday. So I definitely didn't stream the day of. I probably streamed like some days after. Cause yeah, I remember very specifically. I think what happened is I think I went to the doctor. I want to say like the day before my 30th birthday, and to get Tamiflu because it was the flu and I just couldn't kick it. So I went to the doctor to get Tamiflu, some antiviral meds. And the day after that was my birthday, and that was when I went to the pharmacy to pick up the meds. And I went to the pharmacy. I go to get my prescription, and to get the prescription filled, and it's like a Walgreens or something like that. And I've got my mask on. Now this is pre-COVID, but still I knew I had the flu, so I had my mask on. I was being a good boy. And the woman at the counter is like, can I see your ID? Blah blah blah. And then at one point she kind of realizes, oh, it's your birthday, and she goes, it's your 30th birthday. And she's like, happy birthday. Anyway, here's your flu medicine. So it's like, yeah, happy birthday, Alex. So that was my 30th birthday. And then my 35th birthday, I dressed as Tingle, which was a fun time. Because we were all like that. That's right. And the first step of being better at something is to be bad at something. Yeah, playing EDF, dude, man. You know, El Gossip, I'm always banging that drum. Every single time it comes up with the boys on Sundays, I'm always like, bro, this EDF. It's probably not going to happen tomorrow because I think they're going to want to do more Teardown. And Alias floated a couple of other playtests that he's curious about. So we're probably not going to do EDF tomorrow, but I'm going to keep banging that drum. I'm going to keep saying, bro, EDF, it's out there, bro. It's out there. So we have a number of cool things. We got some weapon skins. High end. I'm just going to move to inventory. Get the hold, please. Yeah, so we got a number of emotes, which are neat. And some guns that we probably can't... Well, it's just level 1. Man, I mean, I don't know if they're like crazy overpowered. I'll take the weapon modifiers, skill modifier. I guess I just boop, 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 boop. Just go for all of them, I suppose. It says mailbox 0 to 60, but I definitely have stuff. Definitely have stuff to take. I'm going to guess it's not going to clog up my inventory necessarily. Okay, it's a blueprint. It's not just the gun. It's a blueprint for. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that. Those are grants. Special deliveries. I got nothing. Deliveries. I got nothing. Okay, so that probably was what the bottom left thing was telling us about, where it says you have stuff in your inventory. So let's see what we have now. So we have some things that let's see. Curious if there is inventory 1 out of 30. I know we collected a bunch of things. Yeah, we have some other things. Some are purple. Purple and fancy looking. First responder sweater. Superior sweater. I do kind of like the blue. The blue's kind of hot. Kind of down for that. Agent Ward outfit. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's a cute hoodie. This is I'm loosen my tie. I've wrapped up for the office. I wrapped up at the office, but I gotta save the federal government. Let's do this one. This one's like I was out for a jog and decided to, same kind of thing. Just save the U.S. Government after a while. Oh, the little fire hat's cute. I like that. Got the wraparound like jogger sunglasses. Yep. Little scarfy action. That's nice. That's nice. Could wear a cool mask. Oh, I got no cool masks. Any cool pantalinos? Or fireman outfit? Yeah, I got a very very official looking stuff. Those are more like kind of jeansies. Let's go with those actually. But the purple one is superior. Okay, I'll do the superior purple. Double click. What else we got? I think I'll probably stick with the... Oh, but the purple means it's better. That's how it works in games like that. Purple means it's more gooder. We'll do those. Anything else? So these are all just cosmetic options. And then... Our guy looks so pretty. Look at us. Ruthless magazine. Ruthless other things. So no, that is a gun we actually do have. They didn't just give us the blueprint. They gave us the actual deal. The actual dealio. 88 months, by the way. El Gasso subscribed to me first when he was like 12 years old. He's not old. He broke Twitch's TOS when he made his account. He first subscribed to me when he was 12. That's how it is. So a lot of weapon skins, yeah. So it is the Ultimate Edition. Well, damn, because again, I didn't buy this. Ubisoft was nice enough to give me the hookup, so that was nice of them to do so. The Ruthless is a... it looks to be more of a... Well, no, maybe it's... Yeah, maybe it's not a... Yeah, so it's more akin to our primary. We'll have that equipped as our standard. I mean, it has a scope as well. This fires quicker. So, yeah, this is somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle, just overall as far as, like, the stats. But the nice damage is pretty sexy looking. They don't really reflect your character, but they make me feel good. They make me feel good. Yeah, that's the cool gun for sure. I'm curious about, like, weapon modifications, like skins, that kind of thing. Let's take a look here. Custom works pretty good. So that one is just locked. I guess they're all locked, aren't they? Yeah, nothing to select there. A lot of menuing. A lot of menuing, but I mean, I appreciate that they give you so much information. So we probably have to level into additional, like, further modifications. A really good gun, though. Yeah, so I figure exotic is probably a high tier. So they gave us a pretty, maybe not overpowered necessarily, but maybe, at least for the time being, an overpowered gun. Something more than you're probably expected to have by this point in the game, typically. See if there's anything else that I wanted to switch off to. This is, it looks like body armor. Kind of body armor slot. We already have, what do I have right here? This is just a backpack. Here we go. So right now I have flimsy body armor. Okay, cool. Better than nothing. There, yeah, so nothing else new here. We do have the knee pads. We need level 2 for that one, though. Okay. Grenades, we got the standard. We got this cool drone fella. Overall resources, yeah, we got this. That's the premium currency we saw earlier. Gonna guess that's like just the standard currency. Oh, so exotic cannot be modified. Good to know. Thank you, Caricho. Thank you. Right. Only one at a time. That also makes sense, too. Thank you, Caricho. You're very helpful. Very good intel. Just gotta kill the bad guys. Right. Just go through the game and we'll get there eventually. Anything I want to stash? Not for the time being, I think.
Come take a look.
One thing I do appreciate is that, like, you know, some games like this, you have to jump through a million, like, training tutorials where it's like, oh, before you get your first gun, oh, we got some people, by the way. Before you get your first gun, you have to do this and this. And before you get authorized for your first mission, you got to go through an hour plus of stuff. I mean, I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Mirage, but that game's kind of intro sequence before we got the title drop took like a solid, like, 2 hours. So I appreciate this game. It's like we're just jumping right into the goods.
Hello there.
That's kind of neat. So yeah, that's like the standard currency. Looks like the market restocks and refreshes every so often. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Agent. I appreciate the business.
Some other gamers out here. That's right. That's right. You know what? I should look up to see what my push to talk is, so I'm not being an annoying shitter by accident. Key mapping. So push to talk. In fact, I might even set what I want it to be if it isn't already. Set to C by default. I'm gonna say. Oh, you have to hit space and then. Boop. Hello. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, I reset that one. Move forward should definitely be, yeah, W. So it's like, how do I select? There we go. Yeah, I'm a caps lock push to talk kind of guy, kind of gamer. How's about this? I don't think I'm ever gonna use auto run. So I'm gonna set auto run, or I'm gonna use cut rope to X. I'm gonna set zoom and melee to Z because I feel like I'm gonna remember that more likely. Anything else I want to mess with? Q&E for the skill seems fine. Armor kit. Emote menu is H. I'm gonna switch these. When I think of V, I think of voice. So when I think of emotes, emoting is kind of like a voice, kind of, sort of. So inventory, map, everything else should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Go rogue. I'm going rogue. It's not public. Yeah, I figured it probably wasn't, but I was like, just to be sure, just to make sure, because we've seen already when games have open mics and don't necessarily tell you, it can get a little bit sloppy. William, Blazebolt, gaming. No, I like this. I like this. I like when you get to see other players around. So level 5 for that one. Like little crafting tables. I'm not sure if there's like anything specialized that you need to do. Stuff I can look at the stash, or I can view the player info, which is kind of neat. I'm sure I look like a level 1 baby. I'm sure I look like a level 1 chump, which I am. But I'm sure like this is just where you see the starting players come through, the fresh meat, as it were. Alright, well, I feel like I've explored around a decent bit. We can just jump into the actual gamesies. I do see those little thingies saying go out this way. Could explore completely on my own and be a doofus dingus. Hello, yes, I'm going to commandeer this vehicle, please. Since I am basically the acting president right now and the boss of this operation. They don't seem to believe me. That's okay. Some Monster Hunter. I've heard it's pretty good. Heard it's pretty good. Maybe not something that I would go for necessarily, Dino. Yeah, well, the problem is I've never actually played Monster Hunter. So I am the squishiest baby in the world when it comes to Monster Hunter. I love Phantasy Star Online. I love other games that are kind of adjacent to Monster Hunter. But no, I've never played any of those games. And I don't know... I know there are some games in the Monster Hunter series that are more... priority target. Comms Division. Alright, yeah. Let's stick with the main story for now. But I've heard that there are some games in the series that are maybe a little bit easier for newcomers compared to others. So it's a series I'm interested in, but I don't know which one I would start with necessarily. But yeah, it's a series that is very much on my radar for sure. Everyone will fuck you up? Yeah, I kind of figured going rogue means you're just, like, going all in on PvP. Chuck, not Chuck, Trev says, of course you like PSO. Trev, are you saying that because you like PSO? Because, Trev, I fucking love Phantasy Star Online. It was funny. I have the game's soundtrack, like the original soundtrack, in my music collection, and it came up on shuffle the other day. Because whenever I'm driving around, I just put my music on shuffle. I've got like, I don't know, 30,000, 40,000 songs in my library. I've got a lot of music that I've collected over the years, and a lot of it's game music. Not all of it, but a lot of it's game music. And the character creation, the character creation screen music, like the character creation scene where you're building your guy and making them look pretty, that music came on while I was driving around with Gracie, and I was like, hold up, sweetie, we gotta listen to this, because, oh my god, just hearing that music fucking sends me to nostalgia zone. And every time I hear anything from Phantasy Star Online, I'm always like, fuck, bro, I gotta reinstall. I'm always like, and I told Gracie there are certain games in the world, for some, not for all of us, but for some of us. Now, I could go around, or I could be a gamer and cut through the middle. There are certain games where, yeah, if you hear, like, a song from the game's soundtrack, it just, like, teleports you back in time. And you just want to be like, you want to shirk your responsibilities and just go off the grid and stop answering emails and turn your phone off and just play the game for, like, 300 hours nonstop and forget to eat. Phantasy Star Online is one of those for me. It's like, bro, good fucking lord, I love this game. Good fucking lord. You can actually collect those things. Yeah, when it said collect and play, I was worried if I picked it up, it would, like, start me on something. I was worried it would, like, start me on, like a path for something. PSO 2. Funny you mentioned this. So are we talking PSO 2 Classic or PSO 2 New Genesis? Because I played all of Classic. I played all of Classic all the way through. It took for fucking ever. It took forever, but I played the whole damn thing. I'll salute it. I played the whole damn thing, and by the end of it, I really enjoyed it. Episode 4, they lost me a little bit. Episode 4 went into the fucking weeds, but by the time of the end of Episode 5, I was like, all right, we got somewhere with it. Episode 4, where it's like all like anime land, like PSO already has lots of anime stuff, but Episode 4, I think, was the one where they went full bore on anime, and it was like, this is a little bit weird. The schoolgirl stuff was a little bit out there, but by the end, I was like, all right, we got there. It wrapped it all up pretty well, so I really enjoyed that. New Genesis, myself and Dave and Jet and Arctic, the 4 of us played a good chunk of New Genesis. I think we got up to the end of Episode 2, or like Season 2, and we waited for Season 3 to get an update, and then in that time, Arctic moved, and he's been pretty busy. I know Dave's been pretty busy too. Like, I think that group is kind of fractured a little bit just because everyone's kind of been doing their own thing, which is perfectly fine. So I haven't played since, like, the second area. I think it was around the time Let me think about this. I think it was when they added the... It was just before they added the fire, like the volcano area. So we did all the ice level missions. But yeah, we never did anything beyond that. Like the ice, like the frozen tundra areas. So I'd love to get back into it at some point. But man, PSO 1 has my heart. Which is to say episode 1 and 2 absolutely has my heart. Ooh. I see some fellers. I see some enemy... Maybe not enemy gamers, but some enemy baddies. Enemy baddies, really. I'm gonna start with these fools. Eyeballs. Eyeball indicator. The splort noise when you fucking dome someone. Thanks for having like little flashlight things to indicate where the bad guys are. Very nice of you. So those guys are civilians. I don't want to shoot them, probably. Is killing civilians bad, guys? Is killing an innocent person bad in a video game? I have no morals, so I don't know these things. I'm just asking for a friend. Udall. SMG. I mean, it's probably not as good as what I have right now for my main guy, but I'll grab it. Yeah, I love this long rifle one, but we'll have to switch to the big gun when it comes time for big gaming times. I do have the fun one selected. Yes, I do. Yeah, PSO2. Played on an Xbox back in the day. Dreamcast and GameCube and 360, bro. Have you played, Fahrenheit, have you played episode 4 on PC? Because Fahrenheit, you probably already know this. But let me see. PSO. There we go. So that's where I played. We played on the Ultima server. It's PSO Blueburst. PSO Blueburst, episode 1, 2, and 4. Free to play. Fan-maintained servers, and it works exceptionally well. In fact, they balance things out a little bit, so that way EXP is not as much of a grind. It doesn't take a million years to level. It's really good, and it's free, and it's awesome, and I love it, and it would take very little nudging to get me to play it, because I fucking love it. Fucking love it, man. Yeah, New Genesis was your first one. New Genesis is good, but, I mean, the original is clunky, and crusty and looks terrible and is weird if you're used to modern gaming, but I love it. It's my favorite. The original PSO is where my heart lies. Is it not as good as PSO2? I would say objectively, yes. I think PSO2 is the better game. And I mean PSO2 Classic. I'm not as up to speed on New Genesis, so I can't really weigh on New Genesis. But I think PSO2 is the better game. But I love PSO1. It's mine. It's nostalgia. And the new servers really do make those games a lot easier to play because they were a grind back in those days. They were an absolute grind. And it took forever to get experience, to level up your guy. And you had to do a lot of the same areas and do the same bosses. Like, that gets annoying. And I have no interest in doing, like, the long haul kind of deal. But, God, I love the original. It's still my favorite. It's still my favorite, man. Does your old classic stuff, cosmetic stuff, so the cosmetic stuff, Fahrenheit? Yeah, you want to try New Genesis, maybe? Yeah, so the cosmetic stuff does carry over. Cosmetic stuff does carry over, and all your equipment carries over from PSO2 to Classic. The downside with non-cosmetic equipment, so weapons, armor, is that it's significantly nerfed. So it's not that it's like useless, but if you try to use your like crazy high tier stuff from PSO2 Classic and PSO2 New Genesis, you will, within like the first hour or two of the game, find better gear. So it's not like it's useless, but it's like level 2 gear, basically. It's like you will find better stuff in no time at all. Unknown hostilities. Well, I killed a bunch of bad guys. So they're probably not unknown anymore. Yeah, I didn't like the volcano area, though. But yeah, the cosmetic stuff carries over, and there's stuff in PSO2 New Genesis that you can't get in let me say it the other way. There's stuff in PSO2 Classic that you cannot get in New Genesis. Some things have been carried over, but others have not. So as a result, you could like have like a very unique looking individual. Level up if you load into New Genesis with some of those PSO2 Classic cosmetics. I think the main thing that my guy has, like the main like torso piece, is something you could only get in the original. And in Classic, that is. And they do events every so often. Yeah, that kind of deal. Yeah, so no PvP. I kind of figured no PvP here in this area. So I get the level up. Read more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Did he level himself up? Yep, level recommendations. Now I can get those cool knee pads. Now, bing, bang, boom. Zim, zam, zoom. There we go. Equip. So appearance slot, exhausted appearance. Yeah. Yeah. We got it. We got the goods, man. We got the goods. Yeah. Yeah, it's a normal rifle. Exactly. The one we got earlier. The one we got earlier, yeah. Yeah, I had no idea about Ultima. So there's 2 PSO episodes 1, 2, and 4 servers that are like big and like relatively played, relatively supported by the communities. There's the one we played on called Ultima, and the other one escapes me actually. And I think the other one is more popular. Let me do a quick look. So, it's a Blue Burst, Blue Burst, servers. Ultima and Ephinia. Here's the other one, Ephinia. I think Ephinia is more popular. Because I remember I had a bunch of folks back in the day when we were streaming because I streamed every session, and when I streamed on the Ultima server, a lot of folks pop in and be like, oh bro, I'd squad up with you, but I'm on Ephinia instead of Ultima. So, I've always been kind of curious about trying Ephinia eventually, but yeah, Ultima was the one we played on. Yes, if I was to switch anything off this guy, I would look at the SMG and compare. So, that one. Yeah, so equipped versus, yeah, so total damage. So it fires quicker, but less damage. Surprisingly enough, this has better range. I'm surprised that but it's like a green one, so I guess it needs. I'm surprised it has a slightly better range. But I think I'll probably stick with the new one. Or with our fancy one, that is. But yeah, Blue Burst is one that has episodes 1, 2, and 4. And if you've never played episode 4, it's actually pretty cool. Episode 2, I always thought was a little bit brutal. The final boss for episode 2 fucking rips my face off every time. That's a hard episode. 1, of course, is the classic, and I think 4 is pretty good. That final boss is pretty tough too, but I don't know. I think 4 is very much worth playing. Story-wise, it's just okay, but I think episode 4 brings the heat for sure. If you've never played Phantasy Star Online and you're like, what the hell? Why is this not episode 3? Episode 3 was the card game. Episode 3 is like a card battler game, kind of its own deal. But, yeah. The 2x drop rate. I think the drop rates are adjusted. I think the drop rates for, like, special items and special weapons, like uniques, is adjusted. I don't know if it's like a 2x across the board, but I think it's somewhat trying to be more rebalanced. Somewhat, sort of. Yeah. So your your God Slaying Big Dick weapon from PSO2 Classic won't be as good in PSO2 New Genesis. But there might be ways to have it be like you have a different weapon equipped, but it looks like the Big Dick Slaying weapon. Like maybe. But oh, doggy. I'm gonna follow that dog. Maybe he'll lead me to something cool. Or maybe it is nothing and doggies and like general wildlife is just a thing that just kind of happens as a way to do the world building. But I'm always hopeful. We'll find something cool. The old Persona collab stuff. That kind of stuff would I think be well received. I think people would really get a kick out of that because especially if they were from older collaborations that have not been repeated. So you would definitely get like people, because it's one of those where like any other more or less modern RPG, like online RPG, where as you're walking around in the hub world, you can see other players. Same with like when you're in the actual in-game world, like you can see other players. It's one of those where you can't see everybody around you constantly. Like there are instances where there's like a maximum amount of players you can see and interact with on like a regular basis. But yeah, like generally speaking, yeah, you'll see people around you pretty much all the time, especially in the hub areas. Optimal range isn't a huge deal, yeah. Check the backpack. Let's take a look. Let's take a look-see. Backy Packy. Oh, that's this guy. Because you're right, we did find another backpack. I just kind of brushed it off, assuming it wasn't as good, because it was level 1. Yeah, so it's a different backpack. Does any other backpack would be nicer to carry? He says that. I mean, it's less armor. Trying to see, like, yeah, what difference there is. If it's, like, lighter? I don't see weight as being a thing to consider. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'll stick with what we got. Yeah. Oh, here we go. What's Farsight got? Let's take a look. Get the game real quick. Yeah, less armor. That's the thing. I figure in this game, there's probably not an aspect of carrying capacity. I'm assuming. Like in Morrowind or Oblivion, where it's like you have to like consider your weight. Oh, the Goblin song! I'm aware of the Goblin song, and it's Masayoshi Takanaka. Oh my goodness, Farsight, you know me too well. You know me too well. Hold on. There's another one. There's another one that someone sent me a little while back. Was it one of you guys? One of you guys might have sent this to me. Where was it? Was that a kitty cat? Was that a kitty cat butt? I would never be looking at pictures of my friends' kitty cats. I would never. I would never look at a kitty cat. I've never seen a kitty cat in my entire life. I have no idea what you're referring to. I have no idea. No idea. Well, now, what you could have said was, Alex, did you just flash your pussy on stream? And I'd have been like, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I thought someone had posted the Goblin song, because I've seen it, but I can't remember where I saw it. Was it this one? No, but Dr. Bees is delightful. Dr. Bees is a throwback, and I loved it. I love Dr. Bees. But yeah, that's a classic, and I loved it. It holds up great. Yeah, Dr. Bees is great, bro. I can't remember where I found the Goblin song, but yeah, somebody posted it somewhere else, and I was like, the Goblin song rocks. I love it. I think I'm high, but this rocks. Goblin song. We're gonna find some weird shit, probably. Yeah, we're finding some weird shit. Goblin. Damn. It's like, it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist right now. I don't know. There was an original one. I think the one we just saw... Oh, that's the wrong one. That's my face. The one we just saw was good. I like that one a lot. And I think it's the same song both times. That was extra funsies. Thank you, Farsa. That's good. That's very good. But yeah, what you guys could have said was, Alex, did you just flash your pussy on screen? That way I could have been like, maybe. Maybe. Dr. Bees. Can you just post it, Karicho? Usually what I say is if it's like a really short one, like 30 seconds or a minute, then we'll watch it. Those are mostly free. Those are mostly free. That's usually kind of how I work, how we work it, where like if something is like really quick, we can watch it for free. Whereas if it's like more than a minute, then it has to be a redemption. We have a channel point redemption. We have a channel point redemption for like longer videos, or like basically up to like 5 or 6 minutes or so. And I think it's like 5,000 channel points, something like that. But yeah, generally speaking, I would say if it's really quick, we can watch it for free. Although I do kind of have the veto power in my back pocket. If it's like, all right, we're watching a lot of videos, let's get back to the games. Like there is like a little bit of a keeping the ball rolling aspect that I try to keep on hand. But yeah, I would say if someone's got like something really short, and or if it's relevant to what we're talking about, you know, if there's like a discussion topic that's coming up, that kind of thing, I do enjoy that kind of deal. Universal weapon skins, by the way. Ooh, we got some skin in the game. So these are the ones that I have right now. So we got like we have red and white. We got star spangled. So we got fragment, first responder, or secret service. We got to go purple, obviously. Normally in games like this, I don't mess with cosmetic stuff like this if it's PvP, because if it's PvP, you don't want stuff that's bright and colorful that draws attention to yourself. You want to blend in with the background. But since it's all just chill anyway, at least for the time being, non-PvP shenanigans, PvE, I suppose. I don't know is how to equip it. Which weapon apply skin? Yeah, so maybe the idea... Oh, well, for one thing, we have the elite. Oh, maybe it's already equipped? No, it's not. Because, yeah, we have the elite thing, which, of course, is an elite weapon. But maybe this one. Oh, no. This one. This one's the normal one. Now, with this equipped, if I go into apparel. Select it now. Yeah, it doesn't say apply skins. Oh, you have to go for the mod. Okay, cool. Thank you. So now, if I go, yeah, here, and I say mod, pretty please. Here we go. Yeah, here's where we can do the modifications. There we go. So This is the one I have right now. Right. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Nothing else there, nothing else there. View all weapon mods. Got a scope on this puppy. Then looking for weapon modding. Yep, that's where I am right now. Inspect. I don't want to strip anything. I mean, normally I'm excited about stripping. Normally I'm excited for stripping times. So it would be somewhere over here then. Oh, but we're still in tutorial mode. Gotcha. That's why I can't. Okay, so once again I'm getting ahead of myself. It wouldn't be surprising. Wouldn't surprise me if I was getting ahead of myself. This is one of those where like clearly the optimal path is to follow the indicator. As much fun as I am having just kind of fucking around and goofing out, explorificating, following the indicator is probably what I ought to be doing for getting through the tutorial at least. Yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you, Karicho. Thank you. Yeah, it will eventually get enabled for those kinds of functions. They don't trust us yet. We have to earn the game's trust. They'll be like, I don't know if you're worthy of this shit, Alex. All right, we don't have to go kill those guys, but I'm kind of down for the sexual thrill of blasting their asses. Good to know that there is damage drop off. Because we got what I thought was a headshot on that first guy. Maybe it wasn't a headshot. We got what seemed like a pretty solid shot on that one dude, and it didn't drop him instantly. Maybe it wasn't a headshot though. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like it might have been. Or maybe since I've leveled up, maybe they've leveled up as well. Maybe they've upped the ante slightly. A new AK. Cool. I'll just grab it for now. Stick with the ones I've got, which I think are still the ones still equipped, right? That's still the fancy one. Yeah, the Ruthless. Me, I'm a ruthless gamer. That's right. I'm pretty scary and pretty tough. I have a very what's an intimidating presence about myself when I play video games, or just in general. Hello, dear. Oh dear. What if I was gonna say, is there a, can I stealthily walk up and like suplex the deer like an Ichijo? So those guys have leveled up. That would explain it. That would explain why they took a little bit more juice to drop. Yeah, less damage. That makes sense. What's up, Dolph Grimm? What's up, bud? Keep an eye out for like those color indicators. Thank you, Dolph Grimm. They're scarier. They're scarier when they're high level. Poppers! Oh, he's wagging his tail! I wish there was a pet the dog option. I want to pet the dog. So, no red. Oh, wait, no. Yes, red indicator. I'm just a dumbass. Sorry, my hand slipped. I can shoot through the glass. Yeah, probably not. Thanks for having these little red indicators to tell me where you guys are. It's very helpful. Grenade? What if you didn't? Yep. Oh, so I was gonna say, if you pop up at the right time, it'll be the wrong time for your ass. Watch your ammo. You're exactly correct. I'm kind of like going nuts with this this long arm rifle. Seems like we're doing pretty okay for now, but I'm popping off maybe more so than I ought to be. Taking fights I don't need to take. I mean, I guess that one was kind of unavoidable. Oh, the puppers. All right, what if there was a move slowly and pet the dog button? I would pet it so excitedly. All right, good doggy. Good doggy. Running away from people you don't know, that's understandable. Can't say I blame you. Ooh, it's hot down there. Hot and steamy, just the way I like it. The way I like it. Keep going this way then. Keep wanting to look at the background things. There's so many fun things to appreciate and look at. And poke and prod and stick my dick in. More dead people. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for like stuff like this. Especially these little kind of tucked away areas. Ooh! For this exact reason, in my mind, I was like, yeah, there might be special things to snag. Special things to take an eye out, to keep an eye out for. Yeah, the stuff they're dropping is nothing exciting. I figure a lot of the stuff we'll just put into the wood chipper for just general general what's the word? Like resource collection. Like I'm not gonna use this weapon, but I'll still grab it and we'll, you know, we'll scrap it for spare parts basically. But yeah, that's exactly it. Before I could even finish the sentence, in my mind, it's like, yeah, areas like this, there might be like hidden cosmetics left around. So keeping an eye out for cool things to duck into and look for is always exciting in games like this. A lot of bullet sponges. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Saw the mannequin. I was like, what? Just a headless guy just standing there? Being able to kind of see from afar, that is pretty neat. Pretty neato. Pretty neato. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. But yeah, by the way, and Trev, just in case you're still listening in, by the way, Trev, like I said, if you ever wanted to get some PSO, now that we're, not like the conversation, now the topic has been brought up, it's like, oh, PSO, oh man, Phantasy Star Online, it's like, you get the itch. You ever get to like, oh man, I can feel the itch, man. Yeah, it's something that I would be down for getting into at some point. Ooh, getting back into at some point. I don't know if I would do it on, oh, didn't mean to equip. I mean, it's fine. Not sure if I would do it on, like, as a stream activity necessarily, but either playing Blue Burst. Like I said, Blue Burst absolutely is worth playing, no question. And as somebody who's played a lot of the original, it would be easier, you know, for someone like Trev to get into. Because, like, if you start with, like, New Genesis or PSO2 Classic, it's harder to go backwards into something like PSO, like OG. Even though Blue Burst is a more, like, an easier way to get into it. Even though it's easier to get into it compared to, say, like playing on the GameCube or something like that, or the Dreamcast. It wasn't me. I don't know. I don't know who shot you, bro. I don't know. What do you want from me, bro? I like that splort noise. No, it wasn't my bullet that got your ass. I'm sure it was someone else. Yep. Not too bad. Not too bad. Look down here real quick. See if this... well... maybe it's a dead end, maybe it's not. I'll take a quick look. Oh, there's something else over here. I found lots of fun things. Covered a collectible. That's exciting. This thing. So we've heard about these things. Yeah, it's collect and play. I assume when it said collect and play, it was like play a... like a side quest. But it sounds like it's just like a comms piece to listen to. So let's listen. Hold it. Yeah, it's a collectible. I see.
I am. Do you know what I see? What? Nothing. Endless days of nothing. It's all gone. We think we can restore it, but it's gone. Maybe someone's grandkids would experience something close to what we used to have, but for you and me, buddy, fucking nothing.
And you think getting high on that shit is the answer?
No. There's no answer. We're all gonna die. Probably sooner than we think. Might as well enjoy myself a bit on the way.
Stop it, Peter. This is not you.
I didn't think so either. But I also thought I'd be dating Maya. And studying for my finals right about now.
All right. If you're set on self-destructing, I can't stop you. But I'll be around if you change your mind. It's not nothing.
It is to me. Now leave me alone. I've got some self-destructing to do.
All right. Little background stuff. Little background stuffies. Yeah, cosmetic stuff that we found, exactly. Yeah. But I would be down, though. I would also be down to get more into New Genesis. I haven't played New Genesis in, like, God, it's been, like, 3 years, I think, since I've played. So I know I'm way behind on New Genesis. That wouldn't take... I would be down for that as well. But I'd really be down for OG stuff, for sure. Because, yeah, that's one that really sings to me. It tickles my nostalgia itch. And, I mean, I think it's a good game. But, again, I acknowledge it's clunky and weird and harder to get into for some folks. As when we were playing with Arctic and Dave and Jet, I was the only one that had a lot of experience with the original. And basically the rest of them were saying, like, man, this is weird. It's weird and kind of rough. And I get that. So I will never harp on anybody for not loving that game as much as I do. Because it's a weird one. A weird one for sure. Yeah, it's like lore that we found. Exactly. That's how you feel about Ragnarok Online. I never actually played Ragnarok Online, but I always kind of wondered about it. That and RuneScape. Those are the two I was always like, I always wanted to play as a kid, but I can never get them. I think it was like, I can never get them to work because you play them through your browser, right? I can never find a way to make them work on my old ass family computer back in the day. Let me call. So let's see. Story. That's where we're going right now for our main quest. Not sure where the incoming call is for. Undiscovered missions. There's still stuff to be found. Is my name Alex? Yes, it is. Yeah. And I always tell people, you know, call me whatever. Call me Alex, call me Hobbit. Just don't call me late for dinner. But yeah, no, I kind of like it when people know my real name. I usually request for people that know me in real life, don't like, you know, don't just like say my social security number out loud, but like generally, yeah, I'm fine with people calling me Alex or Hobbit or whatever they want. Want to get every last cent, Dolph Grim? I appreciate that too. I know how that goes too. The old stomping grounds, bud. That's right. That's right. Very nice. I remember the RuneScape stuff. Yeah, I remember you saying you played a lot of RuneScape back in the day, and you still keep up with it. Still playing it in April, baby. That's right. Oh, it's a player. I gotcha. Yeah, it's a player wanting help. Okay. So I saw the distress signal. I wasn't sure if that was a side quest, but if it's a human person, one of my assistants. Bro, what am I? I'm just a guy playing video games, right? Helping people? Nah, man, I'm all about, you know, doing our own thing. Helping people play, like doing things in video game? Come on. We're all about min-maxing and getting cool numbers and getting cool loot and feeling like a gamer. RuneScape back in the day. It's still going. It is impressive, honestly, that it is still going. It really is. And there's, what is it? There's old school RuneScape, and then there's also, like, the modern stuff. And I did not hear they're doing, like, some other, like, completely new video game by the same developers. Food truck, delicious. Taco time for all. Oh, but the fucking cock truck rear-ended him. I hate when the cock rear-ends me, man. When the cock rear-ends me, man, it can be so annoying, but also strangely pleasant. Anyway, moving on. No, it's impressive that RuneScape is still popping off, and, I mean, there's a nostalgia aspect, but I've heard that the way they've built the game was pretty smart for its time, and is like part of why it's contributed to its longevity and its staying power is the fact that it was like built smartly and has been maintained pretty well, all things considered. Pretty impressive stuff if you ask me. 10 levels under and get wrecked. Yeah, I figure like being a smart fella about what I try to challenge myself with is probably a good way to do it. Not overextending. So I see gun. But I don't see bad gun. All right, you guys are all fighting. Give me 1 sec. Don't kill each other just yet. I'll take the city runners. Thank you. Cosmetics. I gotta make myself look pretty. I see exclamation point. Didn't quite get a headshot in there. That's a headshot. The fella there. Bop. The dude kind of in the back left corner I couldn't quite see. I'm just like, I see the red, and I just kind of go for it and hope for the best. Didn't think I could shoot through that thing. Let's get a better position. Alright, a little bit premature. Gotta reload. Timeout. They're shooting the fuck out of this guy before my involvement is coming into play at all. It's good because I'm missing like a dingus. There we go. Alright, not too bad. Good job, everybody. Everybody helped. Everybody helped. Especially me. Is this a thing I can interact with? I see like that it's the same color as the UI. Oh, it's just so you can hide there. I see. I see. Getting it set up, Trev? Well, damn, well now I'm gonna want to reinstall it. I probably won't be playing it tonight, obviously, just because for one thing, it's not a small install. I'm gonna blow this thing up. Moving up. Moving on up. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure, I think it even piggybacks off of your PS02 account. So I don't even think you have to, like, make a new account. I think it just picks up where like, your existing account left off, basically. It just goes to everybody, right? Not to me specifically. That makes sense. That makes sense. Just got messed up. Yeah. Just click the heads, Alex. Yeah. A lot of the times I try to get fancy and try to, like, if they're moving, I'll try to hit it and like accommodate for the bullet trajectory, because I know I've noticed it's not hit scan. I don't care super much about the story. Like, I don't not care about it, but I really care about like the collectibles and getting a little bit of experience when you find these things. I'll try to be quiet while it's doing the thing.
Walker, we were gonna trade them.
Oh well.
That's what you're gonna tell Diesel when he asks why you killed him?
I didn't kill him. The dogs did.
What dogs?
I don't know. Some dogs. I didn't ask their fucking names. Oh, but they must have been fucking hungry.
Crouch in mattress life. It's immersion. It's immersion, Dolphin.
Stupid son of a bitch.
He's just like me, for real.
Diesel ain't gonna do shit except huff and puff a little.
You're coming up on the theater settlement.
You're coming
Runs it is named
up on the settlement. I think I might have like stepped on the story thing by coming prematurely, but hey, it's not the first time I've messed something up by coming prematurely. Which is to say, arriving at the destination. There's no bullet drop necessarily, but yeah, you gotta have it on the money. Right. That makes sense. Yeah, it seems like there's no bullet drop, but yeah, it's like you have to accommodate for the trajectory of the bullet. Like if they're running and you have it lighted up like maybe just a little bit before their position, they'll get their ass. Odessa Sawyer.
A lot of you feel angry about our closed door policy.
Might be more of a close count. Oh, never mind. We're in a non-gun zone variety. That's actually kind of cool. I like how the trucks move forward and backward. Work as like makeshift doors. Oh, I saw waffles, breakfast, lunch, and dinner as takeaway. Wait, takeaway? That's not. You don't really hear that term so much in North America. We use the term carry out. Takeaway. That's more of like a Canadian and like European phrase, as I understand it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some regions that use that as a phrase. Cleaning up, that's nice. Or just that they like this quest that we're on right now. Food here. Yeah, so I'd like an entire bowl full of apples, please. You know, a little fried egg, that's nice. We'll just kind of chilling. It's one of those games where I can't like knock chairs around and tables around by walking around. Otherwise, I absolutely would be just ruining everyone's day by just running around and flipping shit over. Mostly unintentionally, mostly.
New residents are not permitted to carry.
Sometimes you do hear, okay, yeah, it's not really a thing you hear in my neck of the woods at least, but maybe it is more common elsewhere. Here we go. We were slow moving, I can tell. We're getting into something real. Crashing out at the, Oh, over the doggies. Right. Inner settlement. Yeah.
You need it. I've got it. Come check it out.
Fine, sell things if you feel so inclined. Person we want to talk to is up yonder. Actually, this is a good opportunity to take a quick look at what I've got. So this is our kind of standard fella. The carbon is the marksman rifle that I've been enjoying so much. So comparing with what I've got right now, we looked at this one earlier. Less damage. Optimal range goes down a little bit. We were saying the optimal range is just kind of so-so anyway. So RPM is nice, but I think I'm a little bit more excited about shoot, about like damage, about gun hurt bad guys. I'm not quite as interested in those. Like, so these all seem neat, but I think by this point it's going to be a while before you find something better than our current fella anyway. These are all level 1s anyway, so we'll probably just scrap all these extra fellas. Nothing else for the pistol. And our first... I guess we already have this, even though it doesn't really show it. This is a level 2, so it's more armor. I mean, yeah, go for it. Goods. Hopefully... Oh, like how our beard is poking through. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I guess the implication is that, you know, we got this off a dead guy, so hopefully we cleaned out whatever blood was inside whenever we domed some dude to claim that earlier. Extra backpack. And then we found body armor, which is, yeah, actually a decent bit better. A decent bit better. Pretty good. No new glovies. That guy, we already found that one. So we should sell them instead of scrapping. Good to know. Thank you, Karicho. I think I saw there was a buy sell right over her. Capital Souvenirs. Buy sell.
Specific?
So this is what he's selling. What he's selling. So if I wanted to sell things myself, I'm guessing is not showing me things that I have equipped. I think that is correct. Yeah, these are all things that I do not have equipped. So I can sell them willy-nilly. Yes. Can I select multiple? There's like a sell all. I guess I can mark as junk and then sell all. Celebration. There we go. Yeah, there's a sell junk button. So let's do it that way. Boop. There we go. Yeah, mark as junk and sell. There you go. Just sell all at once. Nice and easy. Got us a little bit more currency. If I really wanted it, we could get a new gun or like some better gloves. I think I'll hold off and just see if we can find nice stuff before I start blowing all my dollars on starting gear. Starting gear upgrades. Looks like we have another story thing, so I'll grab that real quick. I guess I should eventually go back and grab the ones I missed, thinking that they were like side quests. I'm guessing she's like trying to take a nap, but staring into the sun while taking a nap doesn't sound very comfortable.
Where'd you take him?
Oop.
Is he still alive?
Going that way. I'm just kind of looking around a little bit.
All I hear is some bitch that keeps yapping.
Another one.
This is the situation. I can hear your teeth grinding across the room. About an hour from now,
Oh, there was rope?
I'm pleading with me for a stick.
Fuck off.
Hold on, I'm going to the club.
Wait until then.
Going to the club to get my groove on.
What you need before you start embarrassing yourself. All right. Let me know if you change your mind.
Wait. Damn you. Wait. We gave in to the council.
Not a lot happening in the club. Not a very exciting club. Fuck.
Good dog. Here.
All right, not the most exciting club I've ever seen. That's where we're ultimately going. Hold up, I'm gonna go grab that other one, and then I'll go back and grab the rope. By the mailbox? Ooh. Take a look. Hold on, can I take a quick swig? My guy looks a little bit parched. Oh, wait, what was it? D? Oh, right, it's just this is a non-combat zone. I'm not allowed to melee in a non-combat zone. One I found, here we go. This. Collect in play. Boop, boop.
Keep your elbow tucked. You'll be a smaller
Cool thing that I missed.
and lean into the stance a little.
Don't grab the barrel all the way out like that.
No, that's fine.
Want to take a look at what I got?
But your arm would tire quickly. So, like this?
Pull your shoulder back.
Kind of where the buy sell is. Here we go.
Just stop. What's your name?
Peter.
Okay, Peter. This is how it's gonna be. If you interrupt me again, I'll throw
Check the mailbox.
And if you pollute anyone
Oh, wait.
I'll throw you off the roof.
Mailbox?
Is that clear enough for you?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yes, ma'am.
Like the orange thing?
Now, that there is the
I'm the big doofus. Oh, wait, hold on.
magazine is empty.
Oh, deploy. This fella right here? The idea is, so I deploy it. Oh, and then I rappel down. Oh, I see. Okay. I had not seen that. That's nifty. How's it going, buddy? Oh, it's like a shortcut. I see. So like, it's a nice, okay, that's kind of neat. Okay, cool. Now I get it. Now I get it, yeah. And it's nice that it just like zips us right up. Pretty cool. That is really slick, yeah. Good to know. So we'll keep an eye out for those kinds of things. I'm guessing this like orange indicator, that's like the thing to watch for. I mean, orange is obviously a key color in general. Yeah, in my mind, when you said it was rope, I was looking around like, is it rope I'm supposed to like equip? I was looking for something to like pick up. I had misunderstood the assignment, but now that's something to watch for. Thank you, Karicho. Very helpful. Ooh, here's another one right here. So it's like I should deploy this one. Yeah, so whenever we see those, deploy them to make some shortcuts happen for later on. Yeah, I figure a lot of newbies will miss it, just like I missed it initially. Very helpful. A very helpful thing to point out. Very nifty and spiffy. We're going ultimately for the next part of the main questy. that wraps around because we went through the club earlier to get to this little area. Buy sell area. Nope, not here at least. Let's go ahead and see what awaits.
Always nice to see.
Cutscene time? Oh, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, just a little rope rappel thingy.
If you're looking for Agent Kelso, she just left.
What was Kelso's name? First name in that 70 show? Was it Michael? Michael Kelso? Love that show back in the day. The long cutscene.
I know you got your own problems to deal with. But them hyena motherfuckers took my little girl.
Heard about the hyenas in the intro. I assume this Kelso will be slightly different than the goofy-ass Kelso from that 70 show. His first name was Kelso, exactly. I love that show back in the day. I did hear there's like a attempt of doing a, what is it? That 90s show, I suppose? I haven't heard anything about it. I don't even know if it's out yet. I mean, I hope it's going to be good, but I don't know. I don't always have the greatest feels about what sometimes feels like a forced reboot in instances like that. I mean, for one thing, they announced that Scrubs is getting a new season, and we all remember that what was up till recently the last episode or season of Scrubs was not well received, so we'll see. We'll see. At least this has a better setup than the one a lot of us remember as being the last season. I know it's one of those where a lot of people, when you ask them about the Scrubs last season, you go, what do you mean? There's only number of seasons -1. So, like, a lot of people don't even acknowledge the last one. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought they had announced it's going to be some kind of deal where Eric and Donna are, like, parents and their kids are around the age that they all were during that 70s show. It's like the next generation of that decades show. Trev likes the new. Okay, that's good. That's reassuring. That makes me happy to hear because I'm a little bit dubious. But some reboots can be good. Not all of them are going to be bad. That's where we're going. It's actually a pretty short cutscene. Not too bad. Right, so we're going to go meet up with Ashton Kutcher. With Michael Kelso.
They shouldn't be expecting an attack.
Portable device detected.
Now, they want me to go down this way. Could I just save myself the trouble? And, hold on, where's the little rope thingy? Could I just use the little rope thingy? I want to be a gamer. And impress all the dudes and dudettes here. And be like, oh, this guy's so cool. He knows about the rope. Not everybody knows about the rope, bro. Bro knows. This bro knows about it. Yeah, you're exactly right, Ogasso. Not too long after that 70s show wrapped up, they tried that 80s show. There was an actor in that 80s show that did... I mean, the show didn't do so well, obviously, but there was an actor from that show that went on to do other things. And I can't remember who it was. It might have been one of the guys that later went into It's Always Sunny. But don't quote me on that. I don't know exactly. I remember, like, doing a quick Google search on one of the actors and seeing that listed in there. And like their credits, their acting credits. Yeah, more of a spin-off. Yeah, spin-off is probably the better term, honestly. Yeah, even if I found it, that's right. We got the patrolling homies, nice. You're right, Augusta, it was Glenn Howerton. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, Augusta. You fucking nailed it. So even though the show didn't do so well, it was at least a starting point for some of the folks at least. That's at least kind of nice that it wasn't a complete loss. I've never watched it. I've never seen any clips from it, but I just heard it wasn't well received. No surprise, because again, some of that stuff can feel a little bit forced. Like that was, as much as a Hobbit fan as I am, that's one of the things that kind of felt maybe not the bestest about the Hobbit movies, where some of it felt a little bit like, hello, youth of today, do you remember Lord of the Rings? Like it felt a little bit like, felt a little bit forced. That being said, I am encouraged by this thing that Stephen Colbert is helping to write with what's his face, with Peter Jackson. So I'm hopeful, hopeful. We'll see what happens. I can move with these guys, or I can move ahead of them because I'm so fast. Or I could get distracted by a side path. Elgasta says, I know everything. Also, I know how to open Wikipedia, which is a valuable skill as well. Valuable skill. No, so I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. We'll see. I still like the Hobbit movies, but you know, everybody will tell you that the, you know, they're just not as good as the original trilogy. There's really no comparison. Ooh. Like do a little, oh, what is it? See, there we go. Meh. Or gun. Oh wow, it really is that easy. Okay. I was like, well, maybe I need to find another path. Maybe I need to do. No, just gun, Alex. Gun solves all your problems, bro. Just fucking just gun it. Gun it and fun it. There you go. The forced nostalgia. Well, that's the thing. Do I think it was terrible? It was just okay. Like, I still liked them. They were still worth watching. And there was a lot that about the movies that I liked. There were things I thought were really well done. But yeah, there was other aspects that was just like, you know, the fact that Legolas had a strangely prominent role was a little bit weird. There were just things that just, I don't know, felt a little bit unnecessary. But it was still, it was fine. It was fine. Seen much worse, that's the thing. Whenever I hear people be like, oh my god, those movies were terrible, I'm over here like, have these guys not watched a bad movie before? Like, they weren't bad movies. It's just not as good as the trilogy, the original trilogy. So it, you know, it pales in comparison. That's right, gun or it says follow wire. I guess I'll know that when I see it. But just gun, nice and easy. It's like the low rank stuff. Yeah, I figure I'll still grab it, but just sell the extra stuff. Read about this one. I saw that shadow and I panicked. I was like, oh god, they're after me.
Perhaps it's
some of these doors are
need for confession. Then again, maybe not. I haven't done
keep looking.
anything I'm not proud of, and I have no need to seek absolution from anyone, least of all you. Maybe I'm bored. It's hard being one step ahead of everyone else, and this is my way of giving you a little bit of a helping hand to make.
Are there coffee beans in here?
Of course.
Just ceramics and electronics.
Made up villains do. Nah, I'm perfectly happy to.
Also, there's a lot of movies I've never seen, but I've seen bad movies too. Like, honestly, bad movies.
Spinning in circles. Now check for yourself. Are there subtle contradictions in what I've told you? Is it hard to figure out what I'm trying to tell you?
Well, this is awkward.
That's the point. Then again, maybe it isn't.
Yeah, I've seen, like, honestly bad movies. So whenever, yeah, I'm always a little bit dubious whenever someone's like, oh my god, such and such was terrible. Usually what they mean is, I didn't love it. But rarely is it like, oh man, that thing's garbage. Usually when you hear that, it's like, sounds like bro hasn't watched a lot of garbage movies. For the mannequin, I got excited. Excuse me, lady, I was gonna stand there, jeez. Augusta's right there. There's so many movies I've not seen. I am not a cinemaphile in the slightest. Motherfucker wishes. Motherfucker wishes. I'm the motherfucker. I wish I could be a cinemaphile, but too much of a baby. I'm a movie baby. Get that ass. I'm gonna get it. But get that ass. Show me the ass. I shall acquire. I'm going in. Beep beep. Wonder if I can like direct them at all. If I can like say move in, cover my rear. Nice cock. Going up. Oh, I didn't mean to jump over, but yes. Question mark. Yes. Yes, the fuel tanks don't know where I am or what I am. Boop. Unknown hostiles, which is exciting. I mean, I've killed some hostiles. Maybe I know them now. Yep, I think we're good. You guys see the little XP bonus means like, yeah, you killed the unknown hostiles and you're good. And you're a gamer. Sounds good, Karicha. Thank you for providing a whole bunch of helpful intel as I've tried my best to learn and not embarrass myself in a live stream in front of the very nice people that stop in and know this game. Your experience was super helpful, and I really do appreciate you hanging out with us, bud. I know it's also getting late. Understandable. Understandable. And my tastes are correct. Right, exactly, yeah. It's there's a bunch of stuff I want to see, and there's a bunch of stuff that I've like heard not good things about that I still want to see just to like try it for myself, you know. There's been a number of things I've heard where it's like, bro, don't even waste your time. Such and such is terrible. It's like I still want to kind of know just to see for myself. Like I just knocked that shit over. Like I give a fuck. Like I give a heck. This was yellow paint, I'd be excited because that'd be the gamer paint. That's what tells you the goods. I feel like I should be checking more doors because I was surprised that I could have entered. I was able to enter that one cafe. I guess it was this one here. As I just assumed that most doors were not openable, so I feel like I should be checking more of them. If there was some kind of obvious indicator to say which ones are openable and which ones are not. Something I want. You love exploring. Want to see the goods. Oh, there we go. Trev says, "Mike, dude, you're looking hot right now, bro." That's awesome, dude. Trev, now I gotta fucking reinstall. At the end of the stream tonight, I'm gonna have to reinstall. Like I said, probably not gonna play tonight because we'll probably go kind of late with this, but no, I do wanna jump in at some point. Oh, gosh, so I did see, I missed it by the way, but or rather I saw it, but I forgot to react to it. You pointing out that Alex, you haven't played a game off stream in a long time. You are exactly correct. I always tell myself I will find time, but as I get older, these things get harder. But I don't know, man. It would be fun, and maybe even I would play it on stream at some point. But yeah, I do wish I had more time at my computer other than doing work stuff. Things like, you know, a lot of the times, like, I'll get back to my desk at, like, 10. And maybe if I'm quick, I can get the stream up and running before 10:30. Sometimes. But, you know, there's just always stuff to get caught up on. Things that need updating, you know. Things to, like, like a Steam update or a game that I want to stream. It's like, I gotta download the install. Download the update, jump through all those hoops. Discord messages to respond to emails to keep up with, that kind of deal. And I know some of you might think, well, Alex, just ignore other responsibilities, you know? Fucking spending time with your wife? What kind of nerd does that? Just fucking play video games, bro. It's like, well, it was simpler when I was a young stud. A young single, young unmarried bachelor stud muffin. Now I'm a married stud muffin. If you go in after killing the bonus experience... Oh, it's just for discovering. Thank you. Thank you, Karicho. Because I wondered if it's like we would kill a bunch of bad guys and then discover a new area, and I would be like, oh, maybe that's like the reward for killing the dudes. But if it means you're just getting the reward for discovering it, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. It says, just go for it, Alex. Just go for it. Embrace it. Embrace the 6 months of, like, being a degenerate. Now, I really enjoyed playing with Arctic and Dave and Jet. Those were fun streams because I remember streaming a bunch of PSO to... We did a decent bit of Classic. We did a lot more New Genesis together. And I really enjoyed those streams. And, of course, you know, it's not as interactive of a stream as something like this, obviously. It was some version of the kind of Sunday stuff that we do with Alias and Shake and Krath, where those streams are also... It's not always as interactive just because my attention is a lot more divided in those instances. But I still enjoyed them a lot. So it's something that I enjoyed playing, and, you know, it's a different vibe when you're playing something that has a pretty significant online aspect, but it's still a little bit more of a niche kind of game compared to, I don't know, something like New World, or basically an online RPG that has a more prominent online presence. PSO, even New Genesis, which is the newest one, is still kind of out there and not as much of a mainstream choice when it comes to online RPGs. So, you know, the people that would pop into the streams were, you know, there were fewer of them, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm not like a huge, like, concerned exclusively about the view count kind of streamer. But the folks that popped in were usually a little bit more like, oh, like they've been around a while. They're a little bit more dedicated. Someone who remembers the good old days, or at least like has been more dedicated to at least New Genesis, which is not an older game, obviously, but usually it wasn't someone who was like, oh, hey, I played this once. It was like, hey, man, I play this a lot, and I have like intel to provide or tips to suggest, or they'd offer to play with us, which is kind of nice. Ooh, a green backpack. Don't mind if I diddly do. Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. This is scratching my loot goblin itch a whole bunch, which I appreciate. By the way, found a new mask. It is the same, I think, so it would seem. Yep. I noticed that we're not wearing the mask at all times, which is fine. Maybe our guy automatically puts it on for, like, certain things. green, which is way better armor. It's got a attribute and some additional attribute health, I suppose. Maybe the idea is that it gives me more health. Let's do this. Compare. So does it, yeah, does it give me more health? D plus 96. I think that's exactly it. Yeah, it would give me more. There we go. Yep. So by virtue of equipping this backpack, I'm healthier. I am healthy now. It cured some horrible condition I had apparently. That's the standard version. This is the elevated version of that same dealio. Is Tom Clancy dead? Yes, he is. Yeah, Trev got it. Yeah, it was. Actually, I'm surprised it was that long ago. It feels like it was not that long ago, but it's been a minute. It has been a minuto. We found one cool gun. We found this cool thing, which is neat. Again, it's an SMG, so better RPMs, less damage. I mean, not that much worse, but I think I'll stick with the one we got. The one we have is nice and semi-auto, and it has a scope, and it just by default aims down the sights, which is kind of neat. Oh, that's nice that you can do middle mouse click. Oh, that's nice. You can do middle mouse click instead of Z. That's nice. Or for melee. That's nifty. So I was gonna say, like, it'd be cool if I could just middle mouse click, but that's exactly it. That's all I needed. All we fucking need, baby. Grand Washington Hotel. Level 2. I'm fucking ready. Put me in, coach. Matchmaking. Mission options. I'm curious what the mission options are. Story mode. Cool. Cool. That was 13 years ago. That's right. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, buddy. We're playing a normie game, Ryan. You've probably noticed we tend to play like a bunch of weird, oddball, fucking games for nerds out here. But this is a game that, like, you know, that people play nowadays. This is not a game where they're like, where you go in the Twitch directory and 4 people follow the game's category. It's like, oh, this is a game that people know about and people play. Oh, I didn't mean to climb this. I'm just gonna announce myself. Yeah, well, now I'm announcing myself for sure. Gonna pop your head up like that, exactly. It's burst fire, by the way. There's someone else shooting from that way? Saw the car floating. I got excited thinking it was like fly. It was like just flying on its own. There was like another indication of other dudes popping and not. Oh, let's go in a little bit closer. I'm gonna keep the. Oh, there you are. So it's semi-auto, but it's like a 2-burst, 2-shot, 2-burst kind of deal. Too bad, not too bad. So that one too. And I get a cool new backpack. Now, it's probably not as good as the one we have right now. I mean, actually, maybe we'll look at the details in a moment here. Slurp that up. It's the Division 2. The Division 2. I never did play the original. So story-wise, there's things that I'm definitely not as up to speed on. But I'm liking it so far. And once again, I should make the every so often acknowledgement, disclosure even, that this is my first time playing. And I got a review key for this one directly through Ubisoft. Through the Ubisoft Partner Program. Which is really nice of them. And I will readily admit, Ubisoft, not the kind of developer / publisher that is always in the best of graces when it comes to the gaming public, the common gaming public. Ubisoft, not always everyone's favorite, and I totally understand that. So, you know, I'll also say I'm not being paid to play this game, and my opinions of the game and my reception of the game are not like rehearsed. I'm having a good time. But yeah, it's like I'm allowed to talk shit on Ubisoft and not be like, well, you guys, they gave me this key, so now I have to be extra nice to them. It's like, no, I get the frustrations and less than ideal things they've been like kind of embroiled in as far as like controversies and like the shit way they've treated their employees and all that kind of nonsense. It's like, I totally get it. But I'm just on its own. At face value, I am enjoying the game, and I will acknowledge, I'll acknowledge, despite the less than great stuff that the company's been known for, it was nice of them to give me the hookup. For me, selfishly, and me specifically selfishly, it was nice of them to give me the hookup. They didn't have to, so that was nice of them that they're doing this kind of thing for smaller streamers like this. I take this as a sign that they're trying to like, maybe not like make amends necessarily with the gaming public, but trying to better themselves and trying to be like, maybe let's not be so shit to our folks. Maybe let's like be nice. And the fact that they're doing this for myself, a baby streamer who is not at all a big shot. I'm just a small little fella. I'm just a little guy. It's nice of them to give us the hookup as a little guy, because usually this kind of stuff is more reserved for the big boys. Like Gratoffy, by the way. Gratoffy is a master streamer who plays all the games. He is a gamer with a capital G. Thank you, Gratz. Gratz, you rated me last night and you rated me again. What a homie. What a freaking homie. Now, these guys are being the opposite of homies. They're being not niceys. So I'm going to hit him with some sleepy time bullets to make them go night-night. If you're wondering why I'm always shooting twice, it's because the gun we have shoots twice specifically. I guess I should, like...
Intercepted.
Yeah, I'll be actual behind cover.
Everybody, get to the atrium.
There we go. We're all good. We're all good.
Saints here.
I got excited by this guy's cool desktop. I was like, oh, what the guy?
We need to kill this asshole.
We need to kill. Did he call me an arsehole? Bro, you can just be uncensored. It's fine. Bro's like, I don't want to say the naughty word. I'll get in trouble. Ryan says, I hung out with your mom today, but he means that literally, because, yeah, my mom texted me earlier. She was like, yeah, I get to meet Ryan's wife. She's really cool. It was really nice. My mom texted me earlier. She was like, yeah, we're hanging out with the homies. I hope it was a good time today, man. My mom was like, hey, are you guys coming to the thing today? And I was like, oh, I'm a dumbass. I thought that was like one of those vertical things to indicate that there was a thing that got dropped. So I was looking. And it took me more than it should have, longer than it should have, to realize that's just an actual light dangling. But no, I was texting my mom earlier. It's not like it was a nice time earlier, Ryan. For those curious, Ryan is an IRL friend of mine, and he does honestly know my mom. It's not like the internet, like, yeah, bro, I saw your mom today, bro. On Xbox Live voice chat, but like, yeah, bro, yeah, your mom's cool. Your mom's hot, bro. No, she's, it's for realsies. Search body. Oh, we got a hold button. There we go. Ooh. So not all bodies are searchable. That was actually kind of a nice little surprise. I'm guessing it's for the main quest. That's probably why. That's probably why what's going on. But anyway, where are my manners? Mr. Gratz. Let me do a quick... Sorry, I'm alt-tab. That's why the game's gone choppy. When you alt-tab, it gets a little choppy. Thank you, Mr. Gratz, for that raid, man. Gratoffy rated me last night. What a cool dude. He's rated me again. What a double cool dude. He's double cool. That's so neat. Did we find the meth lab? We found something. I mean, if they're not making meth, we found something. We've seen before that there's like this green smog that envelops certain areas. And these guys are doing something that involves green smog. If this was a meth lab, what I should do is just like smack things. Because meth labs are known for being not volatile at all. Meth labs are known for being very stable. And they never explode randomly. No people have ever fucking gotten exploded to death by a random meth lab mishap. So it's great. It's great, and it's healthy, and it's natural, and it's organic. Yeah. No, I'm with you, Ryan. I'm liking this so far. Oh, I misread. My general selection. Well, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, bud. I mean, I selfishly love playing the dumb shit that I play. I very selfishly choose things that seem interesting to me. I don't always consider, well, what do the viewers want? Usually it's like, Alex likes it. That's good enough. So I do appreciate that, but it's nice of you to say. Richoffy was playing some Pokemon. Oh, the Pokopia. Do you have any fun clips you want to share, Gratz? Because I know we were talking just the other day about some of the fun clips from other games. I guess the one you shared with me the other day was from Tamagotchi Life. Yeah, Gratz, if there's anything of yours you want to share, same thing as yesterday. You've heard my spiel so many times. Gratz is a friend to humanity in general, and a friend to the gaming public. I do appreciate you, bud. I'm gonna guess level 2 Saint means kill. He's immune. Immune to bullets. These guys aren't. They're not immune to being caught on fire. I like this long barrel weapon. Yeah. I was hoping that guy was just gonna run into the fire and just get got randomly. Got a chain gun. No, sir. Gun emplacements. It's got 1 health left. Grenades? I throw grenades, bro? It's so cringe. How did I miss? Oop. I keep missing this guy. This man's immune to bullets. There we go. Got another round. I could get closer and toss a grenade, but I don't know. I'm really liking this long barrel. The long barrel of the law. Everyone's tuckered out. No, thank you, Grass, for that, Ray. That's really, really sweet of you. And like I said, any clips yours to share, I'm super down. If there's anything of yours, I think I'm either just barely missing or I'm shooting the gun. There we go.
On the way to the top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your
Well, I only missed about 1 billion times, and it's a good thing nobody saw a thing. No one's any the wiser that I missed. Use this other one for closer combat situations. Anyone curious, by the way, this game also takes place in Washington, D.C. That's why there's, like, about a bunch of Americana scattered throughout, as you can imagine. American lore, as it were. And Gratz, you can stop me if you already heard my spiel earlier, but I'll give the acknowledgement that I'm playing this because I got a review key for it through the Ubisoft partner program. A porta-potty device detected. Said portable device detected. Got a review key for this one through the Ubisoft partner program, and I'm liking it so far. It's pretty cool. I never played the original Division, so this is my first time engaging with the series in any respect, much less playing the first or the second one. I'll go that way in a second here. Oh, never mind. That's a dead end. There's like maybe a searchable thing. Maybe it's like glowing, but I can't just muscle my way through. So might have to open up that area again from afar. Shaping the future of warfare. No, it's pretty cool so far. We're playing this for the first time. We're still, I think, in like the intro sequences, so I'm still a baby. If anyone has played this game before or listening in right now has played this game before, you probably recognize I've got baby level gear, and there's still much I've yet to do and see and understand firsthand. Random guitar and little radio fella, cases of beer. Yeah, the lore in this one is that there was like a super virus that caused civilization to just kind of fall apart, basically. And but everyone's being best friends right now. Everyone's being friendly, as is evident by the fact that we're having shootouts with random evil militia members, and you're trying to help out the good guys, help out the good militia. And everyone's being on their best behavior, and no one's being evil. No one's being evil, no bad guys. Everyone's being friends. And yeah, we're not killing people. We're just giving them bullets that have like little sleepy darts in them to make them fall asleep. And we found a Gatling gun. These are also loaded with sleepy time bullets, and it makes everyone be on their best behavior. Yep. Boom. So that's the situation. I'm liking it so far. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I was saying earlier how, despite my misgivings with Ubisoft, because they've been embroiled in many controversies over the years, I'm not being paid or like you know, I'm not like being. I don't have to like only see nice things about Ubisoft by virtue of me getting this review key. Like, I can speak honestly, and I'm liking the game, but I will acknowledge that Ubisoft is not always the most beloved of all gaming companies, especially over the past several years. But I will acknowledge it's nice that they gave me the hookup. Usually this kind of thing is more reserved for like the big shot streamers, so it's nice they're doing this kind of thing, or making it available at least for the small fellas. And I don't mean small because I'm short, but I am short. So I mean that literally and figuratively. Then you found some kind of lockbox. Oh, here we go. The lockbox map. And it is this. What is this? Is it health? I think it would be health, but I think I already have max health, so I think I'm okay. By the way, was that a Black Magic's resub message that I just heard? That was a resub. Thank you, Black Magic. Thank you, buddy. He says 41 years. 41 years. We're getting old, man. We're all getting old. Thank you, Black Magic, for that resub. It's really sweet of you, buddy. Now, this seems like a Black Magic's game. Have you played this one, dude? Because it's pretty cool. Seems like something you'd be into, for sure. How do I sit down and play the piano? Melee. Melee is how you play the piano. Just punch the keys. Punch the keys, for God's sakes. Did this game just come out? This game came out a little while ago. Although, actually, it's a couple things. So, the first game came out 10 years ago. The reason that Ubisoft is trying to get this game in like the hands of streamers is because there's a 10-year anniversary event happening for the series. And this one came out, I want to say, like 6 or so years ago, something like that. Maybe 6 or 7 years ago. 6, 7. Oh! And so that's part of like why they're trying to get it in the hands of streamers and get more eyes on the game. Are any of these vacant, by the way? I hear running water. Are any of these vacant? Does anybody need assistance? But yeah, so it's part of the 10-year anniversary event. Not 10-year anniversary for this game specifically, but for the... oh, here we go. Throw grenade. Oh, wait, how do you do it? G? There we go. Woo! So I can't throw grenades quite that far. So I'll just gun them. I'll gun them from afar. They gave me the melee pop-up, so I'm guessing the idea is... they're thinking I would get into melee range. I'm just gonna gun these guys. Good problem solver. Should duck behind cover more often just because just standing there, even as confident as I am, can be a little dangerous. Especially because we don't know when more reinforcements are gonna pop in. But anyway, yeah, so it's a 10-year anniversary event for the whole series. There's like, I think, a new DLC. I'm not sure if it's free DLC or what, but there's like a new DLC that was included with, that has like a new quest line. I think Trev said he already played through it. It wasn't super long, but it was pretty good. There's like new stuff to play for existing players. There's new stuff to collect, new quests, new items, new cosmetics, that kind of thing. But for new players, it's an exciting time to pop in. Never a better time because a lot of folks that played this game back in the day are starting to get back into it. So it's a pretty cool time to get into the series, either for the first time or revisit it. Hold on, so examine. And just grab that from afar. I'll grab it for now. Got in greater detail a little bit here. Yeah, grats. If you have any clips you want to share, you can be my guest. Gratoffy just rated us, and he's a freaking cool dude for doing so. He's not only a cool dude because he rated me, but it definitely doesn't hurt. Let's see, so I need the hyena's key to be able to get at the little loot box thing. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Maybe if we kill, like, the big fella, maybe he'll drop one of those things for us. Keep our eyes peeled as we kill these fellers. On this one, though, little lore drop here. Lost a bunch of its value. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. A lot of controversies with that company.
She doesn't care about you either, Dad. She doesn't care about any of us. She'll be all right. Yeah. I just... Look, you do what you have to do, and come back to us. I will. I promise. Tell Ellie I love her. And that she knows. Sir, ma'am, I'm sorry, but we gotta go. I love you. I love you too. Godspeed.
More health. Alright, so the lesson from that little voice clip was that everything's going great. Everything's going great. Everyone's nice. My own shadow keeps scaring me. I keep seeing gun shadow. I'm like, he's behind me. I'm the gun shadow. I'm the scary fella. I'm the scary gamer. I wonder how many grenades I have, by the way. When I toss that one, just amount 3. I think I might only have 1 though right now. I think like amount 3 is the most I can carry. Oh no, it's level 1. That's what that means. Maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have 3 right now. We'll keep our eyes peeled. I think those little, you can find them either in just killing the bad guys and looting from stuff, or those little ammo restock packages. Black Magic, he's played a lot of this game, yeah. I kind of figured this seems like the kind of game that Black Magic's would be into for sure. Hi, guys. I like the little preview showing where the grenades are going to land. Another one. Another one. You guys should bunch up more. I killed one. One more? Oh, never mind. Got melee homies. Melee homies are easy to deal with quickly. Oh, he's got a grenade. Ah. That's a satisfying, like, shloop. Oh, he's got armor. Fancy gamer. I'm a little worried about the purple fella. There we go. Now I'm not. I was worried about the purple fella. Not so much now. I think this guy's got gun emplacements. Maybe I'm wrong. Not sure where that's gonna land. Gotta move to a better position. You're able to get at my ass. Load. I'm reloading. There we go. They got a less good angle on me now. But I got a more good angle on him. I can need the long barrel for your ass. Hold on. Can I? Let's see. How do you switch sides? Just there we go. Can I poke your little head up, please? Boop. Just like that. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe the first game came out in 10 years ago. I remember when both games were announced. I remember the E3 presentation where this game was announced. I remember the first one was really well received. I don't know how that reception evolved over time. I seem to recall hearing less good things about the first one as it went on, but I heard good things about this one when it dropped, and I never stopped hearing like pretty good things about it. I'm not surprised to hear that some of the late game stuff is a little bit grindy and the bosses are a little bit bullet spongy. Oh, is that a puppers? Oh, that's sad. That's why these are the bad guys. That's why we're killing the bad guys, because they're fucking killing the puppers, man. But no, I remember hearing like pretty good things overall, and like I said, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far. I am curious to know what the newest content is like. What the dog food. What the like the stuff with the new event, the 10-year anniversary event is like, but obviously I'm just playing the main content right now. This is still part of the intro. Much I've yet to see. No gun emplacements up here, by the way. I was incorrect. Yeah, Black Magic says he's played a lot of the second game for sure. But yeah, went from 18 billion to 700 million. Yeah, I will speak frankly, and I mean, usually when it comes to like game developers and publishers I'm talking shit on, the two that I talk the shit on, the two that I shit on the most are Ubisoft and Activision Blizzard. It's one of those where I think Ubisoft recognizes finally, after years and years, they've finally started to acknowledge that they're in a rough spot and they have to pay more closer attention to how they treat their players, how they treat their employees, the quality in the games they release, and the kinds of... I mean, I feel like their games have always, like, they've always looked polished and felt polished, but it seems like over like, from like 2016 onward, things started to dip as far as the quality of their releases went, and of course they were embroiled in so many controversies on like how their games were being received, and how they were going in on NFT shit and crypto shit for a little bit there. And I mean, you know, the way they've treated their employees and like forced their employees to go through crunch periods to finish their games on time and under budget. There was a lot of periods where it was really less than positive. So I'm hoping the fact that they're trying to do more efforts like this. Oh, I shouldn't be more efforts like this to get their games in front of like smaller streamers. I try to take that as a positive sign. They're trying to be more community focused. Trying to acknowledge that there's like virtue in trying to do things more that are more community centric, not just be like hyper focused on their bottom line constantly, shareholder value, all that kind of bullshit. Like that can only take you so far in life. I try to like see the good and see the potential at least for good when possible. That might be very wishy-washy of me, but you know they've been.
That's what you get, you dumb
that wasn't me. I can't take credit for that one.
You doing all right there, Kelso?
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That lasted a lot.
I mean, I can take credit. It's incorrect, but I mean, I can pretend that was all me. But no, I think it's nice at least that they're doing this kind of thing, making these kinds of things available for smaller streamers. I hope to take that as a sign of maybe steps towards restitution, but you know, these things, they take time to earn the trust of the gaming public. It takes more than that, and it'll take longer than that for obvious reasons. Looking through the old ones. Yeah, old ones work too, Grats. Old ones absolutely work. Right, I did hear about that one, Black Magics. And on the one hand, that's a bummer, but I'm also not terribly surprised. Because I'm sure it would have been an expensive project, and I don't know if it would have sold very well. Because I mean, I like Prince of Persia, but I get the impression that Prince of Persia probably isn't a very, like, top-selling series for them. So I'm not surprised. It's a bummer. But, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it would have sold well, but I don't know if it would have necessarily been a huge one for them. So that is unfortunate. They're still declining in other ways. I've heard good things about the newest Assassin's Creed game, which gives me hope. But I know better than to... I'm not going to rush out and buy stock in them anytime soon, as you can imagine. Oh, they didn't get a proper... Now that is a no... That is shitty. That they found out the same time a lot of us did. A lot of just the common public did. Because, yeah, in those instances, you would hope that there was proper communication. To say, like, hey, guys, here's what's happening. press release going out in a couple days. Let's give you a heads up. The fact that they found out when the rest of the world did is pretty upsetting. And unfortunately not terribly surprising. Unfortunately, I wish I could say I'm surprised. The hyenas are the bad guys, by the way. I should try this thing's zoom in mode. This thing's zoom in mode is good. Not as good as the long barrel. But when the melee guys charge you like that, I mean, you could still shoot really good. In fairly close range with the long barrel gun. But something like this, obviously, the gun that we're using right now, obviously, is better. Or, I guess, more medium range. But it works okay in long range. I saw the numbers. I saw the indicator. I couldn't quite see what I was shooting. I'm gonna reload now, actually, because they need to close with us. That guy's a melee fella. Can't shoot through walls. Pum pum. I have grenades. Oh, I think I got a weird bounce. Oh, actually, maybe. No. It injured them. Can't really see what I'm shooting at. I see a light. When it's like smoggy like this, it's a little bit hard to see. I got one grenade left. Grenade left. And a pocket full of miracles. The new Assassin's Creed would so well. But held it as a wild card? Do you mean like they like delayed the release? Because oh shit. Because it wouldn't shock me if they did. I don't remember any. Oh shit. Hold on. Kill more melee boys. They're flooding in like they just got a death wish apparently. Okay. But no, it wouldn't surprise me if they had delayed it at some point, which is not necessarily a bad thing in my book. Let's grab those. A survival mode in this game. Was that like a recent update? A survival mode for this one? As I know there's the event happening right now, but if there was like other recent updates to add new features. What they know will sell. Feels like they're desperate. I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily see any of those individual things, or even like as a whole, I don't see those things as like an overt negative thing. I mean, I would rather them do crowd pleasers like that, you know, a new Assassin's Creed game, updates for an existing game like this, like some kind of survival mode. I don't see this as bad things. I mean, is it a sign of desperation? I mean, you could probably say that, honestly, but to me, it's not like... I guess, like, it's a fine line between desperation versus, you know, being crowd pleasers and doing something that is, like, guaranteed a return on investment. I feel like anything that was you know, guaranteed to be a well-received thing could be received as a desperation move by those same parameters. Maybe the extra sauce is knowing that the company has been suffering for a while, financially at least. Maybe that's the part that makes it, that kind of pushes it over the edge and kind of makes it feel like a desperation move. But I don't know. I try to not necessarily lean. I mean, I'm something of a skeptic in a lot of ways, but I try not to go too heavy into skepticism. They knew what would be easy money to make in the Assassin's Creed one was like a low-hanging fruit, basically. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that's incorrect, but I guess I'm saying I would rather that than something that was, well, I guess what the Assassin's Creed games were previously, where they were annual releases. They were kind of more by the, you know, color by the numbers. They were becoming like predictably formulaic. Not a whole lot of differences between the two of them. Doing something that stylistically is attractive and trying to spend more time on it. And trying to, like, because I do remember them hearing reports that they were going away from the annual release model and trying to have longer development cycles, at least for Assassin's Creed specifically, just because they wanted to get away from that reputation of it being more quantity versus quality. So I would say, I don't know, I guess it's all about perspective. Use the drone. I do have the drone. I keep forgetting to use it, honestly. Yeah, the collabs. The collab thing, I mean, to me, that's like a low-hanging fruit. Like, it's well, not only a low-hanging fruit, but it's a low-cost kind of thing. So it's like it's a moneymaker, probably, and it probably doesn't cost them much to do it, unless like the licensing is expensive. But same kind of thing there. I don't see it as like a negative thing necessarily. Near collab and Payday 2, yeah. You just feel they don't make sense. I mean, thematically, they definitely don't make sense. I'm with you there. Thematically, it makes no sense to do a collaboration with Payday. Well, Payday 2 at least. Near Automata, not so much. But I don't. Again, I see those kinds of things. Well, for one thing, for people that play this game, I don't know if they're super as concerned about like thematically inappropriate collaborations, that kind of thing, breaking the immersion. I imagine the folks that have stuck with this game probably aren't too concerned about like hyper immersive kinds of stuff like that, stuff that maybe flies in the face of what's realistic.
I'm on the roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on you, Kelso.
The DLC was, oh, was it pretty lame? I mean, that's not terribly surprising. That is a bummer. If it was just a couple missions and that's it. I mean, it's one thing if it's like free DLC, but if it's like paid content DLC, then that's kind of lame. Ooh, got some baddies.
Someone's hiding. We need to find them.
I was hoping that like I'd kill the first guy and it would just kind of keep popping through. I'm really good at shooting in video games. Don't at me. I'm really good at video games. Could have blown that thing up. Is anybody else to be blown up by them though? Improvements at least as far as the Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've heard pretty good things about it. I've heard really good things about it. But that's the thing. Is it enough? Is it enough to like re-earn the trust of the common gaming public? The answer is probably no. Honestly, these things will take time. And like Blackmagic's pointed out, there's still a lot of pretty negative things going on, at least with some of it, or at least you know, perception for sure. And perception is at least half the battle. These things will take time, and will it be enough for them, especially if they're struggling financially? All valid considerations for sure. There are bad guys. You go for the long barrel. You see, when you're staring down a long-ass hallway like this, you definitely want to sprint, sprint like headlong like that. It's like he's holding a pistol, so it's like, what was bro thinking? A lot of shit to shovel. That's a good phrase. That's a good phrase and an appropriate phrase too. Yeah, it's one thing if the DLC was free, but if it was like paid DLC and it was kind of thin, a little flimsy, then that is pretty disappointing. Oh, Division 1 was more immersive. Interesting. Because, yeah, when I see a game like this, these kinds of looter shooters, I like the setting. I think it's cool, but I don't think of it as the kind of experience that would hone in on the immersion. I think of it as more of a go for the loot, go for the numbers, go for, like, the, you know, the experience and just, like, the game feel versus the immersion. So, yeah, you're right. That would be an unfortunate departure from the first one. Because I could see the immersion being a thing, at least for some people. It's just not what I assume most folks who play these games would be into. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was a contingent of Division 1 enjoyers that missed that immersion factor. When I think of Ubisoft game enjoyers, I don't usually think of that kind of world building as like the thing that folks really stick to. Think of like doing the multiplayer stuff and the co-op, and I guess the PvP too for that matter.
They've got problems of their own, sir. The truth is we don't know. We just don't know.
No keys. No respawn zone. Well, I mean, I've yet to respawn yet, but I know it's coming. But we got the yellow gamer, not paint, but yellow gamer color at least. A lot of stuff you think has been reused, Blackmagic's. I mean, when it comes to like, you know, DLC stuff, you would hope it wouldn't be reused, but I'm sure there's like a decent bit of that to a degree, no matter where you look. Am I jumping back down? There we go. I'm gonna guess you're a friend because there's no red. Oh, I see. It's green. It's a green triangle. No red triangles. That's a good sign. We saw the Saint fella, and I tried to get his ass. I tried to cap his ass from afar earlier. Oh, hello. Oh, never mind. I saw like what I thought was red, and I got excited. Destructible armor. There we go. There we go, man. Like really good roll building in the first one. Right, right, yeah, and it fit really well. That makes me feel like I should play the first one. I think I have the first one. And Ubisoft, used to be Uplay, because it's Ubisoft Connect now. As there was a time, like, a few years ago where they gave away, like, if you have a Ubisoft Connect account and this, you'll get a free copy of the Division 1. So I have the first one. I have no excuse. Pop. Yeah, maybe that'd be a good opportunity then to pick up, to go ahead and play the second one, or the first one at some point. Gotta be careful, because they could swarm from the other side. The other ladies, light them up. Light the aces up. Shoot him in the butt. All right, I got my fella. Cute. Hit the ass. Is he going? He's going. Now, the downside when they're getting kind of jostled like that is that it's hard to line up the headshots. Can you toss a nade? I can't really see where I'm going, just not yet. Let's reposition. Light his ass up. Oh, hello. All right, there's the fella. No, it's not the fella, it's someone else. Hello, buddy. Boop. I missed. Oh, that's the big guy. Sage. Slow and big. I'm doing numbers to him. Not enough numbers. I need bigger numbers. Maybe a grenade will be a good number. It's right on his ass. He's moving because he's a cheater. Oh, he didn't move enough. What an idiot. Dead. Because we broke his armor, I think, basically. Ah. There we go. I'm reminded of Rainbow Six Siege in the like fighting against the NPCs mode, basically. I can't remember what it's called. It's not like the standard PvP mode, but it's like a PvE mode. And you got the guys with the suicide vest that will rush you and try to blow yourself up and blow themselves and you up. And they're very scary and frustratingly effective, because I think they take a couple hits to down and they are horrible. Like by the time they're on you, it's too late. Like there's just no going back. Grab all this and kind of look through the loot we've acquired in a moment here. Really cool lore building. That's awesome. Because yeah, I always just assumed that these kinds of games, like the lore is there, but it's not what like the players are as interested in. I always assume it's like more about like the, you know, the seasonal events and the new kind of cycles of like new content being provided. I always think it's more about like the quantitative stuff versus the qualitative stuff. That's kind of what I assume, at least. Maybe that's me being cynical, but I'm pleased to hear that. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of folks really dug that kind of world building, Black Magic. That's impressive. That's where we're going ultimately. See if there's anything else to snag. Oh, actually, there's one thing over here. That was the fella. The fancy fella. New backpack. Oh, just no, it's a standard one. Did the fancy guy drop anything cool? Over here. Oh, it was like a straight up alternate reality kind of deal. An ARG. That's kind of sick. Yeah, I would have never guessed that something like that would be in a game like this. That's really neat. For the first one, at least. It was really impressive. That's awesome, Meerkat. Yeah, it's like if you're familiar with the area, it's like super on point. That's impressive. This all makes me want to play the first one. That sounds cool. That's all sounds really sick. Any other things to snag? We killed a lot of dudes, but not a whole lot of things to pick up necessarily. That's fine. I have enough loot. I'm just kind of hanging on to anyway. The ultimate power fireworks. What if I just shoot it? Will it launch it? Yes, actually. Oh god. I should have popped that off much sooner. I don't know if that's how it works in real life. You just shoot a firework with a gun, but there you go. All right, let's do this thing. I'm just using her for cover.
Your mom sent us to bring.
Oh, here she is.
Are you hurt?
Yamada.
Who are you? What's going on? She's in shock. I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater later.
Ghost Recon. Oh, I didn't realize there was gonna be a Division 3. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I heard not good things about Breakdown. I never played a single Ghost Recon game. I remember when the original came out, and I thought it looked really neat, but it seems like it's changed a lot since the original. Not necessarily in a bad way, but just very different.
Heads up, we've got hostiles flooding.
Wildlands was good. Wildlands did look good.
Down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
Wait. Oh, I just gotta hold it. There we go. But first, goods. Getting decently close to level 3, which is exciting. You have to wait for the lady. I think we're just going on our own. Bing, bing. We're going, man. We're going. On our own. Lone wolf. Oh wait, Heartland was a canceled game. Oh, okay. I must be thinking of a different Division game. Or Ghost Recon game. I thought there was another, there was like the newest Ghost Recon game, which I heard mixed things about. And one before that I heard good things about. Because I know that Ghost Recon has had like a number of like modern entries. Some of which were good, some of which were not so good. Maybe I'm getting my wires crossed. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Because Wildlands, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I read the comments out of order. Yeah, I heard, yeah, Wildlands was good. I'd never heard of Heartland necessarily. Oh, what the? Oh, hello. Well, we were just fucking around, not paying attention. I'm getting spanked. Oh yeah. All right, so we're still in combat zone for sure. Duck for cover? Guess I can't duck for cover here. Okay, I can just stun this person and drop their ass. Oh, hello. You're still here. Run to this corner real quick. My bearings just feel like I wasn't really paying attention. I just kind of got surrounded like a doofus. Can't really. Oh, there we go. I think the guy that tried to get me was the one that jumped in and oh wait. Bullets, but I don't see the indicators for where. Where is you? Use an armor kit. I will do that actually. Boop. Much better. There you are. Boop. There's one more fella elsewhere. Gonna make my move. It might be doing the thing where they're spawning in nude guys until I kill the door. Boop, boop. Correct. There we go. Got a lot of health. A healthy door. Preheated. For it. Dead. Dead door. Have I secured this overall atrium? Look around to find out. Watch and listen for movements, because those guys did. Oh, the goddamn devil. I wonder if the dialogue, if there's like noises I'm not hearing. I wonder if there's like, if there's callouts I'm not hearing. It's not coming through in my audio. Because I haven't heard them like say anything. This game is one of those games, unfortunately, where the when I'm streaming, because I have like a surround sound mix, surround sound setup, the dialogue, I actually don't hear the in-game dialogue and cutscenes. I was assuming I was going to hear the ones in-game, because that's usually how it works. But maybe I'm not hearing the in-game dialogue either. So surprisingly, those guys jumped out at me and took me by surprise. Whoa, level 3. Oh my gosh, I'm a gamer. That's exciting. And I play this. Actually, that's the same piano I tried to play earlier.
We got some new footage.
Turns out if you go up and melee a piano, it doesn't do anything. So disappointed. Thought I saw there was something that got dropped over yonder. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. New found footage. Play.
Step back.
Cutscene? Oh, baby.
What's your fucking problem?
Just leave, man. We don't want any trouble.
Wanna see what I can do?
Guys, maybe we should just
The green stank cloud. Not the militia members, unfortunately.
No fucking way.
Well, I wasn't so sure the hyenas are bad guys, but now I'm starting to wonder. Oomp. Bloop. There we go. So Heartland. Oh wait, hold on. Meerkat saying, yeah. Ooh, a 2 a.m. sandwich. That does sound nice. Seasonal journey. Yeah, that's neat. So I'm guessing maybe that's the end of like the intro or the tutorial of sorts, because now we're getting like little extra seasonal pop-ups. This is probably stuff for like, yeah, for the season and probably special events, that kind of deal. But yeah, a nice 2 a.m. sandwich. That does sound satisfying, Meerkat. Not afraid of a nice what they call the fourth meal. Excuse me as I belch loudly. So Heartland was going to be a PV. Oh, one of those kinds of deals. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Arc Raiders, Tarkov, yeah, but they were too late. I'm not terribly surprised. It's unfortunate they canceled it, but if they canceled it, maybe it was like they saw the writing on the wall and said, bro, let's just... We're too late to the party. Who's going to take it seriously? So, I mean, that's how it goes, unfortunately. Especially if they wanted to make it like a live service kind of... Or what's the word? Yeah, like games as a service kind of thing. The like, Tarkov kind of model of being like, well, if the gamers hop on and play it, then they'll stick with it. Games as a service, I guess live service model. Those are expensive to make and expensive to maintain, so maybe they just figured they'd cut their losses. Unfortunate, but that's not terribly surprising. We have the radar. We do have the radar. I keep forgetting to look at it. We got Mr. Jet. What's up, Jet, buddy? Good to see you, dude. By the way, Jet, we were talking PSO earlier, and I thought of you. We were talking PSO and PSO Classic, or PSO 2, that is. I was like, oh, mine's been the good old days with the boys. Good to see you, bud. Check the center channel. Well, I could mess with the settings. What I was hoping is that by doing this, by saying TV speakers, I was hoping that would be enough. Usually in games like this, if I set the mix type to be like stereo, basically, maybe I could do headphones instead. I might try that. But usually like some kind of like, because I'm not using headphones, obviously, but usually if I set it to stereo, the game is able to make it such that I'm not missing things. Let's try headphones. Not the actual... Oh, okay. In that case, I'll stick with this one, then. Yeah, usually there's, like, a stereo kind of deal. Yeah, like, that's all well. And that's correct. Those two right there. That's just defaults to Windows defaults, obviously. Well, I don't know. We could still try it, but... Is there a apply option? Looks like it just still said it. Oops. We'll try it. I might experiment around with them. Usually that seems to fix it. Alright, here we are. Back in the great outdoors. Successful little mission. That one armor guy, or like mini boss of sorts, wasn't too bad, but he was just our first one. The first of many, I'm sure. More guns, by the way. More gunnery. Gunnery and funnery. Take a look, see if there's any extra collectibles and things to loot, but in the meantime... We'll get leveled... Oh, I'm just running into the barbed wire. See level 3. Can you bring your homies out so they could get got by that, please? There was like a whole bunch of them all together, and I got excited. I've yet to get like a really satisfying grenade takedown with like a bunch of dudes. That's all I really want in life, man. Just a bunch of bad guys staying around a grenade, all to explode all at once. Is that so much to ask? Oh, apparently I'm breaking shit by aiming. Our next objective. Keep my eyes out for lootable containers. Ooh. There's an area like... Actually, I guess that's where we're going for the story. Enemy level 2. I'm there. I'm fucking there, baby. Oh, we are not going in there. In that case, I want to go in there. I think we've already explored down here. I want to say I've already been down here. Yeah, because this area was flooded. Pretty sure. Yes, I remember the pause billboards. Yeah, we've already been down there and looted it for all it's worth. But I don't know if I've been in there. Knowing me, I would have tried if it was open, and it probably was. I'm not going to waste a lot of time, but I will waste a little bit of time. Yes, I've been here too, because I remember going down there. Okay, yeah, it's all coming together. If nothing else, we do have the map, which probably shows me areas that well, I mean, it shows you, like, zones you've been in. Maybe not, like, down to the exact details. Oh, that's nice. It does show the lockboxes we found. That's nice. Cool. Cool. Dazzle. Following this thing, but we'll keep our eyes peeled for other things to gain and other bad guys to smackify. Only 2 meals generally. That's kind of what I've been doing a lot lately. 2 meals with maybe like a snack near the end or something. Like 2.5 meals, basically. Kind of depends. Depends on what the day looks like. But like for like weekdays, like the standard weekday. 2, maybe 2.5 kind of is becoming more the standard for me at least. Going that way this time. Funky time? I'm assuming by funky time you mean Funky Kong. I'm just going to assume we're generally going for Funky Kong times, which I'm never opposed to. Oh, it's a redemption. Ooh. Let's see. So we're going to go a little bit longer. Meerkat, if you're okay with it, let's go a little bit longer in the game, and then we'll do the MS Paint challenge, and we'll use that to wrap up the night. How's that sound? I think I've already been in here. Although, did I go all the way, or did I get scared and turn back because I didn't want to get distracted? Well, I did want to get... I did get distracted. I think I probably looted... Yeah, that's right. This is where we opened our first locked area. That's right. That's righty, Rudy. Absolutely. Ooh, I haven't looted this one, though. Boom. By the way, what I should do... Bloop, is see if there's other things to learn. Because I'm level 3 now. I haven't need like new points to spend or anything like that. I'll look at these in a minute. Let's kind of look at our stuff for a moment here. Got a bunch of stuff to sell for sure. Super crazy otherwise. No other sidearms. Kind of masky with really good armor. Take that. It looks the same, but we'll take it. And we have this one with good weapon damage, better headshots. Just virtue of holding this backpack gives me better headshots. I love it. Although I thought I had equipped this one. Maybe I'd switched at one point without realizing. I know there's the option that says pick up and equip. It will soon be funky time. It soon will be. That one's good for, like, you know, just better. Well, they say also just better weapon damage. A whole 1%, but still. The critical, the headshot damage is nice. Oh, that's cool. There's like a set benefit, I guess. It's kind of neat. So as you equip more from the set, it gives you the bonus. It's kind of neat. The skill tier. That's a little battery icon. I guess with the skills, that probably helps those get more gooder. And of course, that's better defense. So slightly better offense or better defense. I was getting smacked around a little bit. Maybe I should go back to this one. It's a very minimal defense or offense buff overall. They say that. There we go. Yeah, that's 1010. There we go. I was going to say it should be more than just a little bit. Yeah. It's a pretty good health benefit and also better armor. It's the same amount of armor. Take that one. What else we got? That one's the same. New glovies. On a new holster, but I think it's... Okay, it's a slightly better version. I'll take it. And then... all 3 the same kind of knee pads. We'll sell the extras. Found some apparel options. Still found that the fireman's helmet's delightful. The wraparound sunglasses. A little neckerchief. Neckerchief. Oh, that's a raid. That's a raid from Gallon. Thank you, buddy. We're playing this game for the first time. My first Division experience. First Division experience. Is this game PvPvE? I think so, although... well, I think kind of. I think it's one of those where there's PvE and there's PvP. But I think the PvP stuff you have to go to like a specific area for. It looks a little bit warm out for a big ol' sweater like that. I do love the teddy bear. That is very cute. We'll stick with the current one. That's neat. That is neat. Galna, this is my first The Division experience. I hope you're proud of me. I'm playing a normie game. I know a lot of the times I'm playing like weird, fucking weirdo games for nerds that no one's ever heard of. So my first time playing a Division game, and first time in a long time playing a game that's not some like oddball indie game that was, you know, that like that 12 people have heard of. We do tend to kind of go off on our own and playing weird stuff, but I'm having a fun time though. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the game is by default PvE, and I guess, well, right now it's single player. I think there is co-op, and I think there are designated PvP areas. So it's not one where you're just gonna bump into a random human player that's out to get you in this mode. You have to go to like a specific mode for the PvP stuff, and I think it's like basically dedicated PvP. I think that's the general idea. Oh, here we go. So it's a little safe house then. So we're about to be in the safety zone. Galnath, thank you for that raid, my man. Thank you, Jet, for shouting out Mr. Galnath. Appreciate you guys a whole bunch. Galnath was doing some League. Very nice. League could also be described as a normie game. That's like a game that, you know, people know about. When I say normie game, I mean like game that people know about. Not some like random obscure indie game. So I do a lot of indie games, obviously. I'm liking this so far. You can probably tell if you've played this game, you know I'm very early in the game. This is very much baby's first Division experience, but I'm liking it a lot. And full disclosure, I did get a review key for this game through Ubisoft, so that's kind of what allowed me to dive on in. And it was nice of them to do that, honestly. Usually those kinds of situations are reserved for like the big shot streamers, but the fact that they're doing these kinds of, you know, give the little fellas a review key for the game to check it out on stream, like the fact they're doing that for smaller streamers is really nice. So I do appreciate that. Gonna sell a bunch of extra stuff. Shotguns. I don't actually have a shotgun yet, so a little tempting. But I think I'll just sell off the stiff. Wait, is this me? Are these things I have? Like, when did I get these things? Hold on. Yeah, that last one in particular. Oh, wait, is that my mask? Hold on. Yeah, what was that? It said, like, something armament. I got excited. It's a hiking pack. So I know about this one. When did I get that other one? What in the world? Oh, I must have just gotten this one, or maybe I just missed it. Oh, right. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that's how it looked, because it looked very different. Got the skill tier benefit, which is nifty. Yeah, so really my choices are between this one, more health, or more damage. You know what? The best offense, or the best, what's the phrase? The best defense is a good offense. I think I will go for the better damage one. Let's go with the better damage one. I think I might keep that extra one instead of selling it, but I'll sell the other ones, though, for sure. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But thank you guys. Thank you guys very much for that raid. Galna says, don't read. Don't read. Too scary. Too late. I've read the forbidden details. What's up, Paku? Thanks for joining in, friends. Love the Division games. This is my first one, and I've never played the first one. I'm playing them out of order like a weirdo. Super realism mode. So I just went with the default. Just default across the board. Doing the starting area with like the default difficulty. Unless realism is the default. It's a marathon, did some League, because I hate myself. I will never judge a League enjoyer. Even though it's not my kind of thing. Whomst am I to look down upon a League enjoyer so long as they had a good time? I'm the Marge Simpson. Can I just bet that everyone will have a good time? That's how I tend to see these things. Sell the junk. Boop. I'm kind of curious. How much is that shotgun? I don't have a shotgun. Kind of expensive, but I mean, what else am I going to spend my bones on? I guess I'll hang on to it for now. Generally, the stuff we're finding is pretty good. And the nice thing is we got a review key for this game, and check it. The review key included, like, some cool shit. We got a really fancy schmancy exotic weapon, which is probably a little bit overpowered right now, but it's been pretty good for us. So that's been kind of nice. Included a bunch of extra cosmetic-y things, which is nice. Some nice little cosmetic-y boys to make my guy look pretty. So that's pretty neat. So, again, it was nice of Ubisoft to give me the hookup. I acknowledge the nice thing about it is I'm not like being paid. They're not like paying me to do it, so it's not like I have to be like only say nice things about Ubisoft. I can talk shit, and everyone acknowledges that yeah, the company has not always been the most well received amongst the gaming public. Not always in the best of graces amongst gamers worldwide. There's been a number of negative things about them, and honestly, they continue to have stumbles. But I'm encouraged by the fact that Assassin's Creed Shadows is apparently pretty good. And it's at least neat that they're doing this kind of thing. You know, getting the review keys for the smallest streamers is a nice thing, but
It's worse than ever.
it'll take more than that to earn back the common trust of the gaming public.
I am.
Things take time.
Just not the way you want me to.
Take time and consistency.
Out there again. Your leg wouldn't stop.
Yeah, if you have any clips, by the way, if you have any clips to share, I'd love to see them.
But if we fail,
Down if you've rated me so many times, you know the spiel. So I won't waste your time. But if there's anything of yours you want to share, I'd love to see what you've been up to, buddy. Always a pleasure.
We could probably spare some people.
That as long as you had fun, that's right. Galena says, no, look down on us, man.
I'll be outside.
You know the scene from JoJo? I haven't actually watched it, but there's like a meme where it's two dudes beating the shit out of a third guy, and there's a dude watching from afar.
I won't forget it.
You know that scene? The idea that like two guys are just wailing on some other guy, and there's a dude watching, and he sees them beating the shit out of him, and he just, without saying anything, just joins in and also beating the shit out of them. That's how it goes, man. It's like the guy getting kicked the shit out of is League fans. Like, League enjoyers, rather. And then the other League enjoyer is watching and says, you know what? Fuck that guy. And the League enjoyer is helping kick the shit out of the other League enjoyer. That's kind of how it feels sometimes. People that enjoy League of Legends are sometimes the ones that are the most down to talk shit on the game. It's like, no. We're not above it. We're not above it. And I get that. I've never played League of Legends, and I never kept up with the esports. I never watched the tournaments. I don't know shit about it, honestly. I've played it like twice, I think, at various like friend get-togethers, and each time I was like, MOBAs aren't my thing. Just MOBAs are not my genre. But I can respect it. I can appreciate it from afar. It seems like a well-made game, but just the, you know, a lot's been said about the community, and maybe not all of it, but certain contingents of the community that, you know, I don't want to say ruin things for the rest of us, but diminish things for the rest of us, unfortunately. Bunch of activities. Upgrades to settlements. Good. 4 upgrade steps. Okay. Can recruit some community members. No, I think we saw that earlier, actually. Go for the triangle ones for new unlocks. I like that. Good stuff. So that's our next one. Or we can choose. I can go for level 26 stronghold to get my penis removed by whatever shenanigans are happening there, because I'm sure it's gonna be crazy over leveled, and I'm gonna get my butt cleansed of sin. That's a level 5 one. There's a level 7 one. I want to get frisky. There's scary purple area. So much to do, so much to see. And then there's the expansion stuff, a whole bunch of extra stuff, like a whole bunch of big quadrants. There's a lot to this game for sure. A whole bunch. This terrible game will continue playing. What are other games that people that are extremely popular and people play them by and large and no one ever has anything good to say about them? Like, what are other games like League that inspires that kind of self-hatred? Because I find it amusing, especially given that I'm so far removed from it. All I can do is appreciate it from afar. The first thing that comes to mind is Overwatch. I think of Overwatch a lot as far as a game that like is extraordinarily popular, will never go away, despite the missteps that have happened by the developers and by like just the overall powers that be that run the show there. I mean, we all remember Overwatch 2, now branded as Overwatch, with the bait and switch where it's like, bro. It's not just the same game. We're gonna have a PvE, we're gonna have a new game mode, we're gonna have all this shit. By the way, just kidding. We made it up. A complete fabrication. So, like, that was a whole thing, and of course now they've rebranded to just Overwatch. So that's one of the ones that comes to mind. I still have some friends that play it, and they never have anything good to say about it. It's never like, Alex, play Overwatch with us, you'll have fun. Like, they're never, like, trying to say, Alex, play with us. It's always like, hey, man, we're playing, but I'm not gonna ask you to play with us because Alex, we like you. We don't want to corrupt you. we don't want to ruin your positive outlook on life. We don't want to ruin your good nature. This will taint your soul. I'm slightly exaggerating. But that's how League is too. I never have friends inviting me for League because they know I won't enjoy it, and they also know that it's not for Alex. It's not for Alex. It's not what I would enjoy, and it would be uncouth for my my disposition. It also says War Thunder, which is a bummer because I haven't played War Thunder in a long time. I think I've played it once, but I really liked it when I played it that one time with some friends. You know, it's a classic case of the homies are playing it, install it, you know, do the tutorial, play for 4 or 5 hours, and go, this is really neat, and never pick it up again.
Nearby Echo.
Save the hostages. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta fucking go because there's a getting the asses. Something reconstructed. Oh, no, I wanna get a little bit closer. A little closer. See, that's definitely a bad guy. We gotta get going. Because there is a situation unfolding. Oh, hello. Gonna say, don't let me shoot you, bro. So well and good.
That was a tough one. Isn't it time those guys gave up?
Oh wait, oh I'm following the wrong prompts. Hold on. Here we go. I was following the main quest stuff. I got excited. No wonder I'm over here fucking off like a doofus. A little closer. Let's see. Boop. I like this thing a lot. I'm gonna not use a... Oh, okay. Yeah, I can at least hear their footsteps a lot better. That's nice. Because earlier I couldn't hear them, like, rushing towards me. Hostages are still alive. Little reload action. Oh, there they are. Boop. Oh, that's not dead. You're not dead. Is that not their head? I thought that was their head. Moving in. That looks like a... Oh, no, they're not a hostage. I mean, maybe they were, but they've definitely got guns. Not defenseless doofuses. Going in. Oh, no wonder they're, like, behind other stuff. I was like, why can't I see their asses? To butthead. Heck. Can I get a little sneak peek? Not quite. Going in. Oh, shit. Would have been very funny if that errant shot would have got their ass. Yep. And there we go. Situation not under control. Still going on. One of the hostages has been wounded. Come on, bro. Come on. Don't be weird. Don't be cringe. Don't be cringe. You're gonna lose subscriber. Probably not hostages in there, but... Like, I want to toss a grenade. You know what? I'm fucking doing it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, crap. No. What am I doing? Crap. What menu is this? Oh, no. I'm scared. I entered a menu by accident. Grenade. Boop. Open window. Oh, I only got one of them. Helpful. Is that it? Okay, hostages saved. I don't even know if I know where the hostages went, but I'm gonna assume that by virtue of me just going full aggro on the dudes, it saved the day. Good enough for me. 600 hours in War Thunder. There's two kinds of Steam players that have a lot of hours into a game. And you can always tell by the Steam reviews. There's two kinds of, like, Steam users that have, like, yeah, like 600 hours in a game. And you check the reviews, and it'll be one of two things. It'll either be, like playtime 1,300 hours, and the review will be positive, and it's just, game's okay. A 2-word review, like, it's okay. Game's alright, I guess. Or it's a, like, yeah, 3,000 hours played, and it's a fucking multi-paragraph dissertation on, like, what went wrong. Or, like, I used to recommend this game, used to be great, and here's what went to piss. And, you know, they're both valid, obviously, but it amuses me that there's that stark contrast between the two poles. This Bedge O'Clock, thanks for hanging out, man. Thank you, Gallon, for that raid. That's super nice of you, man. Thank you for rating me. Knowing full well that if I'm playing this game... Well, you know the series, so you know the series very well. And you can probably guess if Alex is playing it, he's probably playing it for the first time. And he's probably a dumbass. He's probably a scrub. He's probably playing slow and probably goofing up all over the place. And that's all correct. I am playing slow. I am a doofus. I'm a doofus having a good time, but a doofus no less. City Runner, oh boy. Wait, hold on. Was that a, like, a Division branded t-shirt? Hold up, I want to see. Well, I can't tell because I got the body armor. I see it's got something in orange. Probably, like, either the Tom Clancy logo or Division 2. Anyway, but thank you, Galna, for that raid, despite my dumbassery. And, despite being a complete noob playing a game like this that I'm sure a lot of people really enjoy. I always feel a little bit self-conscious playing a game that I know people really enjoy and have been playing for a long time. I know this game's been out for a while, but the series as a whole, it's just had its 10-year anniversary. So I'm always like, oh man, I hope nobody joins and is like, oh, this guy sucks. He's playing so slow. What a doofus. What an idiot. Dingus dongus. Like, no, don't make fun of me. I'm very sensitive. Even though all that is extremely correct. Even though it's all true. Shade cap. Hold up, I want to get our cool new pistol. Because it's green, and green is better, and it's level 3. And I'm level 3. A better one across the board. Oh shit, speaking of which, since I have cosmetic-y things, don't I? Oh, maybe you can't do this one, though. Because I wanted to see if I could do a cosmetic application. Maybe I have to do it for maybe this one, for instance. If I modify this guy. I modify the fella. I have the skins. Not that the skins really do much, obviously. They're just for show. Been modding. Nothing else here, obviously. No other gun parts to speak of. Just that thingy. Yeah, maybe we haven't unlocked the ability to apply skins. Or skin in the game. See, there's the tinker option. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Maybe I need to unlock the tinker option. What's this, by the way?
Motherfucker, are you high? No. Don't you lie to me. I can forgive a lot.
Go into the laundry area.
Even if I was high, it's got nothing to do with you. Is that what you think?
I'm gonna continue back the way we came. That was a fun little deviation.
Every one of us, depending on each other. If we can't depend on you, you can't stay here. You can't kick me out. Oh, I can. Believe me. I don't want to. I want to help you. But you have to be truthful. Is that something you can do?
Yeah, I think so.
Then let's start with that.
Ah. There we go. I had a sneaking suspicion, because I was like, I'm not sure if I've gone up here. And I'll acknowledge, I'm kind of going around collecting crafting materials and collectibles and that kind of deal. Not really paying too much attention to what I'm picking up. But I'm guessing once we get back to the main base again, there might still be features that are like locked, where I'm still somewhat in tutorial mode. I remember one of the homies I was hanging out with this earlier that knows this game really well pointed out that certain things like, oh dear. That, yeah, certain things don't become available to you until you've, like, gotten a certain point beyond the main quest. You're kind of, like, in a pseudo-tutorial mode for a while. I assumed that we're probably past that, but we might not be. There might be certain things that are still kind of out of reach for the time being. Bad guys? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, ammo's been so plentiful. It seems like I've yet, at least, to experience an instance where I'm, like, running low on resources. Just because we're finding stuff all over the damn place. Maybe if you're, like, going balls to the wall just nutso with your ammo use, maybe then it's a little bit of a tricky. But it seems like if you play somewhat reasonably, you generally won't run out of the stuff. Oh. Somebody over yonder. What? Oh, I see. Stay ducked down. Heck. Not enough to kill, but enough to make him sad. Ah. Hook your head up. Do it. Bap. Not for kill. Still hoping for those headshots. Easier said than done sometimes. Boop. That red mist. I think there was one more that was unaccounted for, but maybe I'm wrong. Going in. Hold my beer. Cover my rear. Nice cock. All the above. No, I think we're all clear. There might have been like a... Oh, and I do have the radar. There's like red stuff back that way. And that might not mean that there's a... Oh, there is a threat, yeah. Let's start that fight in a second. One step at a time here. Did drop some health. And I think I did lose some health. So yes, I will take that. I'm not always paying the most attention... Oh, it was an armor kit. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm not always paying the most attention to my well-being. I just try not to get shot, but, you know, sometimes it happens. A lot can happen in the heat of passion, Jimbo. You know, there's some dudes over yonder. Do I need to pick this fight? No, but I'm enjoying the fighting aspect so far. Games like this, you know, well, the fighting aspect better be fun. That's kind of like a big part of the game. Oh, they might have moseyed. They might have moseyed on. Because they were like staying right around here. Might have just said, you know what, heck it. Or maybe they just despawned after a while. That's entirely possible. Maybe they just pieced and said, you know what? Let's blow this popsicle stand. Well, fine. I'll just continue the main quest. I didn't want to fight the bad guys. Fine. That long barrel gun is so fun to use. It's very fun to use, especially in these kind of more open areas. And the game has a lot of open areas, so it makes perfect sense. I will see if there's anything cool down this way. Subway area? No, not quite. We got Todd. What's up, Mr. Poobah? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I'm not sure if you ever played Division 2, but I'm liking it a lot so far. It's pretty neat. Ubisoft was kind enough to give us a review key for the game directly. I'm in their Ubisoft partner program, and there was a campaign going on right now as part of the game's 10-year anniversary. Oh, well, not the game, but the series' 10-year anniversary, which is pretty sweet. Division 1 came out 10 years ago. And I'm liking it a lot so far. This is pretty neat. I never played the first one, so this is my first dalliance with the series, but I'm liking it a lot. And I'm having a nice time, and it was nice of Ubisoft to give me the hookup for the free key for this one, so I could give the old college try on stream. But I'm not being like paid to play the game. It's not like one of those where I like signed like a contract and like did all that shit. It's not like I'm reading a script. It's a fun game. I'm liking it. It's really good. I don't play a ton of Ubisoft games, so it's not very often where I get to play, like, especially like the newer games. Like, I've played some of the older ones, obviously, but it's not very frequently where I get to play their new stuff, or newer. I think this one came out like 5 or 6 years ago, but it is kind of neat getting to play something that's a little bit newer. And like, I mean, because this game's been around for a while, it's been pretty well polished. You know, a lot of the probably major bugs have probably been dealt with by now, generally speaking. Like, I'm sure it still happens, obviously, but game runs really well. It feels good. Controls feel great. Gunplay is really solid. The story building is interesting. I know Blackmagic's was pointing out that the first game apparently had a much more engaging and immersive story, and I definitely don't doubt that, because I don't know. I don't know if I have to go this way, but I just want to. Oh, it's a safe zone. Okay. Maybe it's okay to be just popping around here. Yeah, we got a safe house, but it's locked. Do I get to unlock it? Yes, I do. Cool. We're having a good old time, though. But what Blackmagic's is pointing out about the first game, having a really good story and really interesting world building. Like, damn, now I want to play the first one because it sounds great. Like, I should have played that before I jumped into this one, but I want to give the old try, though.
What about you?
Boop.
What was your moment?
My moment?
That made you want to join up?
Oh, Hurricane Aniki. I was just a kid, but I still have
Still going, good.
about it.
You wrote it out?
We didn't have a choice.
Damn.
It wasn't just the storm, though. There was no power for months. Roads out, houses collapsed, or with their roofs torn off.
I can see how that would have been a formative experience.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the bad. It brought our community together. We made some friends for life that we might never have got to know otherwise.
Ah, that's for the PvP, I'm pretty sure.
There was still a world out there. You knew there were places you could go where everything was just fine.
Ooh.
That makes a difference.
We'll search that drive in a second. If there's anything else in the meantime, I don't think this is part of the main quest. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe it is part of the main quest. Take a look. Take a look. It's in a book.
People around here have been through a lot. Having you watch.
Look how big I am. I'm on top of the building. I'm huge. Fucking kaiju right now. Main and side missions are unlocked from the settlement. Some side activities are discovered. Oh, okay. Such as this one, right? Drill points, tech caches, and sometimes side missions. Enemy held locations, recapture. Alright. Valuable loot. I like those. Scavenge the tech cache. Look out for the gear containers. They might have the goods. Unlock a project. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot's been said about kind of what's seen as like the Ubisoft formula for a lot of their games, for better or for worse. The idea of something that's like a fairly big open world, and there's collectibles and side quests and a main quest with like, you know, pretty well polished cutscenes, very smooth graphics that like generally is like pretty much top notch. Like kind of the Ubisoft, how they've done it for a long time, and even though the overall quality, you know, at least a couple years ago, has been a little bit inconsistent. This is kind of like, this is like generally how a lot of the games tend to go. Or like, go towards one of these things. I do, but it's also getting kind of late. Let's do this. This is, yeah, so we have main mission stuff. Tech cache there, and this, and this. I mean, kind of curious. What I might do is do the main mission thingy. Yeah, we can probably do one after the other. We'll do this one, followed by that guy. Control point would probably be a spicier situation. We might do that one later. Triangle Liberation. Apply the dudes, complete activities. You got it. Those are the objectives we got for it. No, I find this very compelling. I'm really impressed by what I'm seeing. It's one of those where you pop in, you start doing the main quest, but then once the game starts opening up, you start seeing more of how the side quests are given to you, and all the exploration that is encouraged. It's like, yeah, I kind of see it. I kind of see the thrill, the enjoyment of kind of diving into this. It says it's a stash, but this is all stuff that I already have, I'm pretty sure. Like, these are things that I have kind of in my inventory as extra things. I guess it'd be one thing if I wanted to store things, if I were to stash things away. I'll probably end up just selling most of this. Oh, that's a rifle. Okay, I thought maybe that was an SMG, because I was gonna say, as an SMG, that damage is pretty good. No, it's more akin to our rifle, but the rifle we have, well, actually, hold on. Is it better? I mean, it probably is, but our rifle's a level 1. But it's exotic is the thing. So, it fires faster. Range is a little bit better. Yeah, the core attributes aren't as exciting, though. Longer reload, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I mean, ours is only level 1, but I figured because it's like such a fancy schmancy level 1, probably the one worth sticking with. But eventually we'll find stuff that outpaces what we've got currently, inevitably. Out this way. Ooh, found some goods. Some goody goods. Some glovies. Although I think those are just cosmetic gloves, not like things with different properties necessarily. Guys as well. Now, so I would say, like, if anybody who's never played the Division series, I would say, from what I've heard, it sounds like the first one is also very good. So I would say the first one is very much worth your time, just based on what folks have said about it. For some reason, maybe I'm getting my wires crossed, but at some point I thought I'd heard that the first one was really good when it first launched, but I thought that I'd heard somewhere that it was less than great after a certain point. Like, I don't know what would have happened, but supposedly there was something where I thought I had heard that the first one was not as good as this, and the second one was more worth playing, at least from like a long-term, like being maintained by Ubisoft better kind of perspective. But I mean, I could be full of shit. It's entirely possible that the first one is still worth playing even nowadays. I guess if nothing else for the story, you know, if not just from like a single player playing it for the story perspective, it sounds pretty hype, honestly. But I'm liking this a lot. As a person that's like a complete noob to the series, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Kind of picked that up quickly, but those are boots, which is nice. More cosmetic things, obviously. Liking what I'm seeing a lot. It makes me want to play the first one. I think if you had a Ubisoft Connect account a couple years ago, and you didn't have the first one, I think there were opportunities. Oh, like what if that's a reference to The Shining? That's a deliberate reference. But no, if I would say if you haven't like logged onto Ubisoft Connect in a while, check your Ubisoft Connect account. You actually might have the first one, because there was some special event a while back where they were just giving away free copies of the first one. If you fit some kind of profile, like if you had an account with Ubisoft Connect and this other thing, if for some reason you didn't have the game, there were opportunities at least to get a free copy of it. I think you had to like redeem it. It wasn't just like a freebie that just went to you automatically, but there were properties that allowed you to, or there was some parameter that made you susceptible, or not susceptible, but applicable to get a free key for the game. Someone's zapping these guys already. That fool. That fool. Made the splort noise, which I think might have been a headshot. Splort's usually a headshot. A bit hard to see. Could you be a little bit more colorful, please? Like, yeah, the red text I think is a headshot. There's apparently something over yonder too. I saw a red. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Thought I saw something over this way. I'll peruse those fellows to see if they dropped anything cool. But no, I definitely find myself interested in the series as a whole. I hadn't even heard that there was gonna be a third one. Goes to show how much I've been paying attention. But apparently Division 3 is being worked on. I know that Ubisoft, understandably, is you know, they've had controversies over the years, and there's been concern. I would say pretty valid concern over, you know, like the company's longevity and their ability to like maintain their games, that kind of thing. It seems like Assassin's Creed Shadows has done well for them, but I think the general consensus is like, the question is it enough? Was that enough? Did it do well enough to like guarantee their survival? And I think it's not guaranteed necessarily. Definitely lost a lot of valuation over the years. This game, I think, came out generally before that kind of time period where their releases were becoming formulaic and predictable. You know, like there was a time period where Assassin's Creed was like basically like a once a year release schedule, and it kind of started, a lot of them started to feel a little bit samey, and people stopped buying them as often. The reviews for them started to kind of reflect a waning bit of enthusiasm for the series. And I think since then, Ubisoft has been like, oh shit, we need to like up our game and not just expect people to just buy our shit. We have to like maybe focus more on quality control. So I take all that as being encouraging, but you know, the question is it enough for long-term survival? And I guess we'll see. But this one, at least just on its surface, on its own merits, this game is very good, and I see why it was recommended to me. Option to force that door open, so I'm kind of curious. Like I was saying, as someone who hasn't played a lot of Ubisoft games, you know, I'm not as maybe susceptible to like the Ubisoft fatigue of like, oh wow, cool, a really cool SMG. Like, oh wow, another open world kind of experience is very dark. You know, like another open world looter game with a bajillion side quests. You know, if you've played every Assassin's Creed game under the sun, then I could see something like this maybe would be a little bit annoying or tiresome. But as a person that doesn't play these kinds of games very often, it's actually kind of refreshing. It's like, oh cool, I kind of like these open world, do a bunch of cool side quests, collect things, and force this one open and like find secrets and do the side quests, and also learn about like the kind of the overworld. Learn about the overall lore. Kind of drink in the world building. There's a lot to appreciate here, and a lot clearly went into making this a pretty, I think, like a pretty interesting game and a pretty interesting world. I think it's where it came from, actually. It's an interesting juxtaposition because, you know, I'm so used to playing a lot of small indie games that have very small development life cycles and very small development teams. So it's kind of refreshing to play something that clearly had a lot put into it. A lot of folks that contributed to it, had a much longer development life cycle, a much higher budget. I still love the indie games that I play, but it's also kind of neat to be like, all right, this is what like the big stuff can generate. Especially since, again, this I think came about during a time of where Ubisoft was really on the top of their game, generally speaking, at least, or at least closer towards the top of their game. City Runner pants. I think that's basically like, hey, you found some sweatpants, bro. Something over here that caught my eye, by the way. I'm gonna hop out here. Doggy. It wasn't just the doggy. The doggy did catch my eye too, though, which I'm always happy about. This also makes my loot goblin brain happy as I'm finding little things to collect and little gubbins to add to my stores. Then we found food. I'm guessing those are the kinds of things you use to bolster your safe houses, I'm guessing. Also, it seems like a great place to fight, guys. So I'm guessing once we kick off the kind of side quest deal, we'll have to fight some baddies. And I don't mean like pretty ladies, like that kind of baddie. But I mean, well, maybe both. I'd rather not fight them. That's the thing. I'd rather be friends and hold hands. Consensually holding hands. That's how we do it. Other fun pickups to find. I've been finding lots of fun little pickups. Having a real fun time feeling like a gamer, finding the neat things. Ultimately going that way. I keep seeing the shinies get excited. I saw something move and I panicked. I was like, oh dear God. They're coming to get me. Oh, that's really well hidden. I saw the orange. I'm guessing not all of these little like loot items, lootable spots show up on the map. I know the big ones do. I've already been there. Kilometers away, yeah, so we're definitely getting close to that one for surezies. Oh, showsies. Going this way. Eyes on the prize, as it were. Say when I... Yeah, sorry, so sure enough, this one does not show up unless it's that little icon. No matter what is that icon on the map there? Like a little gray fella. Water and food. Food one is that's what's in front of me. What's the food one? I'm kind of curious. That... Look at... Is it a... Oh, could it be above me? Or below me, maybe? Maybe it's a thing I've already picked up. It'd just be weird that it was still in the map. Like food as a resource. Maybe it's like down in the corner or something. Oh, maybe it's like... I see the corner right here. So maybe the idea is like if you take control of this area, it can become a food generator. Maybe that's what that means. Alright, I keep forgetting. I keep neglecting to check the map. Yeah, maybe that's what this is ultimately getting at. I see that's like a kitchen area. So maybe if you like could take control of this node. Have like your team takes it over. It's able to like generate resources for your team. Maybe that's like not well like for the main story, that is. When I say team, story building perspective. Also, I'm wrong. I think those gloves are equipable gloves, not just cosmetic ones. I already have level 3 gloves, so they're probably identical, and they are. But still neat though. Still neato. That door open, yeah. So I'm trying to keep an eye out for those kinds of... that we can pop in somewhere. Can't break open the glass. Areas are non-traversable. Look but don't touch. Look but don't come inside, as it were. Surprised you haven't seen any bad guys for a while. These areas seem like it'd be a great place for fighting bad guys. Like, lots of places to duck behind cover. Where that came from would not surprise me. Raccoon. I thought it was a kitty cat, but it's a raccoon. It is getting pretty late. We'll have to wrap up pretty soon here. But you know it's a good game when I'm like... But I'm kind of doing that thing where it's like, but just a little bit longer. Just one more quest, one more objective, one more McGubbin to pick up. One more fun thing for Alex. Like, do I need these things? Of course I don't. But the satisfaction of completing objectives and getting the trinkets. Such a fun time. It's a fun game. It's a fun game, and it's a good sign that I'm like having a hard time putting it down. What this? There's a ladder there. Oh, an brown cow. Can I go into here? I like that the ladder was highlighted. That's actually pretty nifty, because sometimes it's hard to tell in games like this which things are interactable without the yellow gamer paint, which not everybody loves. Not everybody loves the gamer paint, but it has its uses. But the orange highlight is nifty, both for lootable containers and also for interactable parts of the environment. Now, with that being said, we do have the yellow gamer, maybe not paint, but yellow gamer cover, or color rather, or there. So maybe that's like the indicator that there's something nearby that would be of our interests. Lights on because it's very dark. Oh, dead person. Oh, sorry, bud. Ooh. Pop that. We learned that when you solve a puzzle in this game, a lot of the times the solution is gun, and I'm happy to do it. FAL. That is for those where like it's not a very damaging gun, but it shoots quick, shoots very fast, makes bullets go quick. Well, and go rapidly. Guessing I could just jump. Actually, no, I cannot jump down. I gotta use the ladder. It's the little red indicator. Do I slide down? No, I gotta go. Oh, there we go. It's a second. I gotta go fast. Sun's coming out though, which is nice because it's been very dark. Very dusky. Click on that. Still no bad guys. I'm pleasantly surprised. Maybe I caught them in their off hours. Maybe at nighttime they go for sleepies. Maybe we're the weird late night degenerate, staying up too late playing video games. Which I would never. I would never stay up too late playing video games. Couldn't be me. Ooh, there's a dude. And I assume it was a bad dude. Assume it's a bad dude. Not gonna stick my dick too far out, but I'll stick it out a little bit. Just a little bit of dick sticking. Definitely need to go that way for the main quest. Oh no, they're friends. Okay, never mind. My dick is safe to stick wherever I please. For now. National Trade Center. Well, I guess it was before things went to heck. There are windows. Oh, never mind. I thought it was... Well, yeah, there's lights on in there, so I guess there's some positive things. I wonder how true to DC's actual configuration this game is, because I remember Meerkat was saying how the first game, it was accurate enough, I think in New York, right? It was accurate enough where there were people that lived there. Layout, right. That lived in the area that were able to, like, map out kind of on a one-to-one basis certain parts of the game world and how they map to real life, and it was, like, pretty impressively accurate. I'd be curious if there was something along those lines in this game, too, if there was maybe not on a one-to-one scale, but, like, some mapping of, oh, hey, like, this thing that you see in the game is represented how it looks in real life, and it's pretty impressive or, like, fairly accurate. I do enjoy that kind of deal. All right, so there are fellows over yonder. Guarding. Well, he should be sharding himself. Because he's dead. Bah. Want to poke your head out, please? Can I shoot that thing? Yes, actually. Not done. Oh, actually, maybe we are. Thought I saw the thing turn red. Yep. That long barrel gun does the work. Now, the thing is, of course, we're playing in an area that is commensurate with our player level. Those are level 3 dudes. I'm a level 3 dude, so it makes sense that our stuff is doing okay. If I were to bumble into, like, a level 10 area, I would be in a bit of the danger zone. My bullets would be doing less damage. There'd be more numerous bad guys. They'd probably be a lot more aggressive. Would not exactly be a cakewalk. Be a walk with regular pavement, not cake. Far off am I? I know we're getting in the weeds here. I think we're pretty close, yeah. But again, I'm letting myself get distracted a whole lot. I can't help it. The world is very interesting, and I keep wanting to explore it. Perhaps against my better judgment, but I can't help it. Mark of a game that has me very much interested and very much enjoying it. I had heard that the end game has a lot going on, and there's like the bosses become kind of spongy, bullet spongy as it were, and that things get a little bit grindy, and that's how it goes a lot of times in games like this. A lot of times in games like this, there's kind of the expectation that not everybody's going to make it to the end game, so the end game stuff kind of expects that you'll have like the really good gear. Will punish you accordingly if you don't have the goods. I think that was where we were earlier. I think we climbed up the thing earlier. So I'm not like horribly disappointed by that. Knowing that the end game's a bit much. And to be honest, I don't usually go for end game stuff in games like this anyway. And I guess when I say end game, I mean like post main story stuff. I could shoot him through the glass of the car there. Grenade? Not sure where it landed. Oh, it landed right there. But he's gonna shoot me. That's one of our homies. I assume they're homies. I mean, patrolling. Not so much patrolling as they're just sprinting from place to place, but I'm guessing that means the main threats are dead. Oh, I am wrong. There are more threats. Grab that real quick. Grenade. There you are. Oh, except yes, you are, because I missed. Ouch. Ouch.
Just leave us alone.
For some reason, I think you had to lead your shots. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't, because it does seem fairly hit scan. For a while there, I thought it was like you had to lead the shots a little bit for the bullets to get to their direction, their destination, but click the heads and they're dead. All right. Another job. Another job done. Another area safely secured. I commandeer one of these Hummers. I do know that there's some threats back that a ways. Too concerned, because it seems like things are fairly quiet. That's the thing too. I'm sure bad guys are constantly like respawning, moving. You know, these things are all constantly shifting. There's no way to like quell every threat constantly. You gotta eyes on the prize, man. Just gotta keep moving, keep schmoving. The box office, nothing. All right. That guy. Very bright in here. Over here, this would be a really interesting thing, or a place to hide something. There's one of these guys. I remember earlier we'd heard that these don't typically have the bestest of stuff, but I mean, it's something to sell. Nothing else. Nothing else. It's something to be used to increase our stores, our resources. The rich get richer, etc., etc. Boom. Gonna see anything down here? The answer is yes. Boop. Well, I like to think that the titanium steel was the stuff that was inside the file cabinet. That's more fun to imagine. After many delays and me getting sidetracked, we found this cool little area. Found Michael Cera. There he is. We found him. Work pants.
Last radio contact with us.
What about torque pants? Asking for a friend.
The shade node. Isaac has the location.
Was that the main quest thing? I think that was one of them. It was one of the main quest. Well, not main quest, side quest deals. Let's see. Are we trying to get into there? Infiltrate the center. Okay, so we got to find a way in. Is the way in blow shit up? Probably not. Oh, wait. Leave the mission. Okay. Oh, this way? ID check. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that just a door I can open? One of the caches, yes. Here somewhere. I mean, yeah, is it a matter of just shoot these things? Hold on. What am I missing? Infiltrate the center. Right. And if I start walking back to, like, look elsewhere, they say, whoa, 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 what are you doing? Leave the mission area, bro. Hold on. I'm dumb. Is it like a... Yeah, there's not like just a door I can open, right? What am I missing? Like I'm missing something. I wonder if I'm... Hold on, yeah, maybe I'm supposed to use something to open this. Let's see, is that something else? Yeah, like if there's anything relating to the side quest that I've picked up that I could use here. Do a gear item and a reward. Right here. Maybe I need to come back here later is the thing. Area. I mean, I feel like a doofus, but like, yeah, is the answer just shoot this thing a bunch? Like the answer is no. It seems like there'd be some kind of indication. Can be up against this wall here. Jack, yeah, what else could there possibly be here? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I thought maybe there was something to it. That's one of those where it's chained off, but not as an actual area you can get into, just there for as like a visual deal. Well, if I leave the mission area, maybe it won't like punish me horribly. But I'm thinking like if there's another way in. I was worried that if I left the mission area, it would like cancel the mission or something. Take a look at the map too. I mean, the main mission is out that way, obviously. Oh, maybe you have to do the main mission before that opens up. Maybe that's what's going on there. I could see that. Yeah, maybe I'm like getting ahead of myself. Yeah, but knowing that there's something out there is good to know. And we did find one of the components for that mission, so that's at least something. We're not leaving empty-handed. But yeah, we will have to return at a later point. Try that again. It wouldn't shock me if there were things that needed to happen before that becomes available. I see something with a health bar, by the way. Something with a health bar? That doesn't sound good. Doggy, lead me to the bad guys, doggy. Did little Billy fall down the well? I'll use my gun to save him. Use our guns to solve all the problems in this game. Can I get on the wall? There we go. Leave him alone. Got someone your own size. I mean, I guess we're all same height, you know what I mean. There's apparently still baddies. Oh, wait, maybe even behind me, but baddies in front of me too somewhere. So maybe one more. Nope, I think we're in the clear. Good guy. I noticed the bad guys have body armor and masks and lots of gear. And the friends we're defending have like a pistol and a t-shirt. Like, guys, I would maybe consider some additional armaments. Maybe as we go through the main quest, we're like resupplying the homies with better stuff so they can defend themselves better. Level 3, yeah. Oh, here we go. I bet this is where you would need to go for that whole deal. Here we go. This is it. Yeah, you would infiltrate this way. Okay, so the wall I was looking at earlier, I was just barking up the wrong tree. That would explain it. That would explain it. I think maybe I've been here because I see things are not lootable. That strikes me as a sign that I've already been in a place. Apparently there's a fucking club popping off down there. Apparently it's a goddamn dance club down there. Fucking rave. Might be exactly what it is. Goddamn. Guy. Just one fella. Yeah, but I'm the protagonist of a video game, bro. Don't you know? Bro doesn't know. How's about this, guys? It's getting late. I need to call it. I need to call it, or else I'm just gonna be gaming forever. This game is very good. I'm liking this a bunch. I'm gonna guess it's auto-saving. Level 3. Yep, that's where I'm at. So little progress in anything. 5 progress in the main mission. Collectibles. We found some things. Lots of database stuff, which is neat. So little of artifacts, a little of comms, and found footage. My commendations. We're getting there. And by that, I mean I've won. 1 commendation. That was for shooting accurately. 5 consecutive headshots. Nice. So much to do. There's a lot to do in this game. And again, I know like for certain kinds of people, they've played a lot of this kind of game before already. And it's exhausting. It's like, oh god, another game with like a million side quests and collectibles and that kind of thing. I'm having a great time with this. I'm very, very much impressed. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the game auto saves, so I don't think I have to fear anything being lost. This is really nice. This is really nice. And again, major thanks. Despite my, misgivings that I've had with Ubisoft in the past and even in the present, saying it on face value, I just do appreciate them giving me the hookup for this review key. That was nice of them, and I hope that's a sign that they're doing this kind of thing more for small streamers and with small streamers, not just the big shots. Because usually this kind of thing is more reserved for the big dogs, the people that have much higher view counts than I do, and have more, more influence and more pull. That is all good. And there's a couple of other things we'll be streaming from Ubisoft in the near future. I mentioned we've got that Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition remaster. We'll be playing that hopefully this coming week, next week, and then also the that Switch 2 version of Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I'm really excited for. Since I've heard so many good things about Assassin's Creed Shadows, that makes me very encouraged that we got a fun one ahead of us for sure. That'd be really neato. And Meerkat, if you're still listening in, we could do your MS Paint challenge. If you're not, we can always do it next time, so no worries. But yeah, Meerkat, if you're still listening in, we can squeeze in a little MS Paint challenge to round up the night. But in the meantime, though, thanks for hanging out with us, friends. This was really fun. And the game is good. Game is very good. Again, it's been out for a long time, and Division 1 came out 10 years ago, which is crazy to think. So it's no surprise this game has been so well polished, and I'm very impressed. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, Dolph Green, you're exactly correct. We have the MS Paint, but I only want to do it if Meerkat's listening in. I only want to do it while he's chilling. Time for bed. Yeah. We'll do it next time, Meerkat. How's that? That sounds good. Sorry about that. I was in my mind. I was like, I want to do just a little bit more, but that little bit more went like 40 minutes. But again, that's a sign of a good game where I'm like, I just want to do one last thing, just one last side quest, one last area, one last combat. It's so easy to just one last thing your way all the way through. That's right, Grim. They think I'm just so cool. No, I can't pretend to think I'm special. I think the Ubisoft program, it's easy to get into if you're a streamer that has like, some reliability as a content creator. If you have a regular schedule, you have some regular viewers, it's not hard to get in. It's more of a question of like, what programs will you qualify for? And of course, those details are a little bit opaque. It's not always clear what view count is required to qualify for certain programs, certain campaigns. Those kinds of things aren't always well projected. Some of those things are kind of maintained more internally, so they don't just blab that for anybody to know. But it was nice of them to give us the hookup. Like I said, we've got a few more things to look forward to. I don't know. There's a lot of understandable concern about Ubisoft and like their longevity. We were talking about a lot of them earlier. I feel like it's been a while since I've heard of a terrible thing with them treating their employees poorly. That's at least something. Like the idea that there was this period of time where they were really dogging on their employees really bad, where they would push them through these unrealistic development cycles, where things would have a lot of crunch time, where there's like too short of a development cycle to make something happen or to improve something or implement something, and it caused people to work long hours, work holidays, weekends, that kind of thing. Or like I think there were even some like abuse problems where like certain senior developers and senior team leads were like really shitty to their employees, and they like delivered results. So the powers that be kind of like insulated them a little bit, because they were like, well, they're shitty to work with and they're terrible to their team members, but they make games that are good, so like we'll kind of turn a blind eye to it. Like that whole thing was a huge issue years ago. I haven't heard about that happening in a long time. I hope it's a sign that they've cleaned up their act and that they're like committed to actually making things sustainable and like make it actually work now. Because there was a period of time where it was like, man, this company is like falling from grace. What the hell? I'm hoping that they're trying to slowly build up their reputation again and right their wrongs. But I mean, Blackmagic just pointed out there's still a lot of shortcomings, and I don't know. There's valid concern for sure. For sure, especially like with the new games coming out, because it sounds like they're working on a Division 3. I know for a fact they're working on some kind of mobile Division, the Division mobile spin-off game. I don't really have much interest in mobile games myself, so I won't be checking it out anytime soon, but I know that they're like still going hard on like new stuff and trying to like bring in new players and presumably, new sources of income, but there's valid concern about what that's going to look like long term, but I guess we'll see. But all I can say is I'm enjoying the game. I'm grateful to Ubisoft for giving us the hookup, and there'll be more of that from me, more games of theirs that I will stream in the near future, as well as more stuff next week. I know I keep pushing back Pathologic. I keep pushing it back because there's all these other games that I want to play in the short term. For one thing, tomorrow is of course Sunday streams. So we'll probably do some co-op games with the homies. That'll probably look like Teardown. So probably some Teardown tomorrow. I know Alias, he had mentioned there was a playtest for, what was it? What was the playtest he mentioned? Bommy, B-O-M-M-O-I. That was the one he recommended that looked really neat. It's a cool playtest. So we might check that out tomorrow and maybe some more Teardown. I mean, I'll always bring the drum for EDF, but we'll see. I know it's, like, that's one that definitely requires, like, a full stream. I wouldn't want to just do EDF for, like, an hour. That's one that I want to make sure we give it a proper shake and make sure all four players, or all four of us, rather, are there for it as well. As far as next week is concerned, I would say, for sure, Ink Inside. I was originally planning on playing it this past week, but we kind of had to cancel a couple streams and do some rescheduling, so we'll probably play it early next week. There's a couple of other odds and ends. I still need to go back and again do that. We'll probably do the Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition stream. We'll probably do that sometime this week as well, maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday. So I definitely have that. Still sitting on Everwind. I'll play that eventually, and also 1348 Ex Voto. I know that got a couple of big bug fix patches, which is good because I heard the game was like, it's got good bones, but apparently it was kind of glitchy and had some issues that need to be ironed out. So I'm encouraged by the fact that it sounds like it's gotten a bunch of fixes additionally. So like I said, a couple odds and ends and things to play for this coming week. I'll kind of get a schedule together in the next few days and post that into the Discord server once I know for sure what to expect. Otherwise, friends, we're going to see who is live for a raid target. Let's do this. Let's peruse this game's category. If there's anybody in my follows page I want to raid, I'll raid them, but if nothing else, it's kind of neat popping into a different games category. Well, this game's category. A category I'm not familiar with, and see if there's any new homies to raid, because sometimes it's neat raiding some new homies. And yeah, you know what? I mean, there's a lot of folks live right now. It is a Saturday night, but I'm going to see if there's any new homies to raid, because it's neat popping into some new folks. You know, it's a good way to meet some new streamers. A category I've never played, I've never streamed on before. That is a neato time. Who is live right now? A bunch of people are streaming in this category, more than I was expecting. We got a couple homies looking for folks like kind of around our view count. Also, ideally, English speakers. Let's go with this person. They are Kasinka is their screen name. The screen name, yeah. They're English speaking. Good. I mean, it doesn't have to be English, but it's easier when there's not a language barrier, or not as much of a language barrier at least. I'm not sure what time it is for her. She's only been live for like an hour and some change, but there's a decent chance she'll be going for a little bit longer at least. Didn't see her time zone, but I'm guessing she'll be going for a bit. And yeah, looks like she's playing this game. I get the impression she's probably decently far into it. So whereas I'm a squishy little baby, she is probably a little bit more experienced with this one. So you'll probably watch some higher level gameplay for shoresies. Real quick, here's my socials page. It has all of my links as you would expect. Social media and additional streaming platforms, which is something I don't talk about often enough. I am live right now on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and a couple places, but Twitch is the main one. You can tell by the hoodie. Twitch is the main one for sure. It's where most of our viewers are, most of the chatters are. We also have like channel point redemptions and a couple of features that are specific only to Twitch. So if nothing else, I do recommend watching and following there, but I'm happy to have people anywhere, honestly, so I'm not picky. I do have social media, by the way, so Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, all that shit. That's all on the socials page. Also, the Discord server. We do giveaways every so often, by the way. Usually on Fridays, I would say decent chance we'll do some giveaways this coming Friday. And if you want to join the Discord server, that will allow you to participate in our raffles when they happen. The raffles won't actually open up for at least a couple days, probably. But what you could do is you can actually sign up for an optional channel role called giveaway notifications. All that can be found in the channels and roles section in the Discord server. But if you sign up for that optional channel role, that giveaway notifications role, you'll never miss another giveaway. You'll get that notification right in Discord. Super easy. You can't miss it. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. We'll be streaming tomorrow with our friends Alias and Shake the Box and Krath Plays. We usually do co-op shenanigans on Sundays. Sundays is kind of our reserved co-op evening, and planning on starting probably around 6:30 my time tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And thanks for hanging out with us, friends. Thanks to Gallaneth. Thanks to Gratafi for those raids. We had a couple new folks pop in, presumably looking at this game's category and finding some new folks to watch. Percy, we had some new folks kind of advising and helping me out with learning the ropes, which I appreciate, because as you can tell, I'm a slow and old curmudgeon-y gamer. Slow and old, it's a dangerous combination. Appreciate folks' patience as they kind of help me learn the ropes. And this game is great. I'm really impressed, and it really makes me want to play the first one too. In fact, what I would probably even be tempted to do is, before I play more of this game, go back to the first one and like do the game's story, basically. So that's something I might kind of have on the radar as a future gaming project, but there's other games to play, or the stuff I want to get to in the near future. But that's gonna do it for the night. The rest of as far as stuff in the near future, that will have to, of course, wait. Let's wrapping it up here. Everyone have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us, friends. Appreciate you chilling with us. Again, Gratafi and Gallaneth, thank you both for raiding into us. Major thanks once again to Black Magic for that resub. I really appreciate that, man. 41 months, he says. Good lord, that's a long time. Holy shnikes. Incredible. Incredible stuff. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us, friends. I'll be back tomorrow. If for whatever reason I end up not streaming tomorrow, I mean, I haven't missed a Sunday stream when I've been in town, at least for a while, so it's probably a guarantee. But whenever there are schedule changes, I make sure to post about it in the Discord server, just so that that's well understood. So if you're wondering what the hell, what's going on, why is Alex not live, I try to have the Discord server, the weekly schedule channel. That's the one that has schedule updates as they happen. All right, y'all have a great one. Thanks for hanging out with us, friends. Good night, and I'll see you around. We're gonna raid Cassianka. Cassianka? Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, I think. Y'all take care. Good night, friends.
Red Hawk and death should mean the same to you.